Welcome to another episode of Musically Zone Talks Boxing. This episode comes to you by way of HW Wicks, handcrafted candles. Their motto is to relax and enjoy. Also by the Block Fam, we keeping it going. We started on Marlowe's Corner. That's right. And by the Track Titans, who supplies us with our music. So if you know somebody looking for some music, tell them to hit me up and I'll hook them up with the Track Titans. If you like fantasy boxing, I got a fantasy league for you. Champ Ross Fantasy Boxing League, where you can win prizes for first, second, and third. And I'm talking about some cash, y'all. Everybody can use a little bit of money in their pocket, right? Right. Now, if you think you can call the fights by knockouts, by the round, disqualifications, a draw, whatever might happen to fall in the decision of the fight, if you can call it and call them correctly, you stand a chance to becoming a champion in Champ Ross's Fantasy Boxing League. I'm just keeping it real with you. Now, before you go over there, make sure you have your hard hat because they not playing over there. You mess around and get your head tore off your shoulders if you're going there weak. Now, there's been some people that talk, but couldn't walk the walk. And there's been some people that talk and could walk the walk. And I am proud to say that some of the Block Fam members are champions on Champ Ross Fantasy Boxing League. So we're going to go ahead and get it started like we usually do. Go start off with some music. And we're going to have some fun tonight. We're going to go through what we go through as usual. Talk about some things. Kid Austin, Keyshawn Davis, Lamont Roach. And there's a surprise about Arthur Beterbiev saying something about David Benavidez. We're going to get into all that and more. Like I said, it's going to be an open discussion. Come in, say what you need to say, drop it on the table. The mic will be on you. Let's get it. Niggas throw rocks and then hide their hands, so I gotta keep grinding to make this plan work. I hear the whispers of them hating on me. I left the windows open that way the hate be free. Nothing about Z-Song, please don't tempt me to spit flows and lies and leave things empty. I done did time, kid, don't resent me. What I went for, just know I did sin me. Oh, 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 smell the blood. Mama told me to watch my back, cause I'm the only one here that'll watch like that. Keep my eyes on the prize, watch where my steps land. Toes hang around, they'll bring deception. For those that'll bring, better have protection. Situations change, make a misdirection. If I show the pole, yeah, it's gon' pop. Once I get to squeezing, then I won't stop, nah. So what we stop for?
It's the end of the track.
What?
Mama is gone, daddy is gone, forever removed, no talk on the phone. Brother and sisters have moved far away, so now you be feeling that you're all alone. Those that will ride with you will smile in your face while despising you. They'll make up a story, know it's a lie, then come and ask you if it is true. This is what they will do. Wait around for the problems to compound and you misstep. You might even drop a tear, and that's how I cause Jesus wept.
Listen to what we say to you. This may be little to you, but it's true. Listen to what we say to you. This may be little to you, but it's true. Oh, so.
It's hard to put your trust in anybody. Anybody will fuck over that. You put your trust in the ones that you love, and man, they fuck over that. They walk with no empathy. In their actions, they show you no sympathy. You look in their eyes, you trying to find love, but only find you an enemy. This is what's killing me. Negative energy, pushing us deep in infinity. Patiently waiting for things to change, but I guess that will never be. Hey, we'll never
listen to what we say to you. This may be lethal to you, but it's true. Listen to what we say to you. This may be lethal to you, but it's true. Oh, so.
The hate that I see on the daily is crazy. People act hard, but they really fugazi. Looking at me and comparing themselves. So I don't compare to nobody else. I'm a one of one, you a none of none. Numismatic value over the sun. Count the stacks, then we throw out the ones. Disrespect, then we bring out the gun. I'm telling you, man, we ain't the same. You is a lame, I can't complain. Even if I did, nothing to change. Use a hoe, and that fact remains. Top of the mind, top of the morning, top of my grind. Y'all niggas yawning. Listen, we on it. We ain't gonna stop it. Y'all can keep throwing that shade like an awning.
Melon, Rosso, Rose, Red Apple, Bianco, Pineapple, Black Cherry, Ruby Rose, Grapefruit, Moscato, Iced Tropical, Mango, Green Apple, Blackberry, Ounce Fusion, Lemon Lime, French Vanilla, Red Wine, Black Wine, Pink Wine, Peach Wine, Blueberry, Golden, Honey Peach, Royal, I'm spoiled, 'cause you're tasty. 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 Oh. The candles are burning, the music is low. You're fine as wine and your body close. You sway to the melody, your poetry in motion. I'm caught in a spell and you got the potion. And I'll pull you closer so I can embrace you. The smell of your clavicle makes me wanna taste you. You're my Stella Rosa. You're my Stella Rosa. You're my Stella Rosa. You're my Stella Rosa. Our bodies are touching. I put my hands on your waist. This passion is burning as I invade your space. You slow grind up on me while I'm tracing your spine. I'm caressing your curves, girl, with nasty thoughts on my mind. I'm kissing on your shoulders, removing your gown. You roll your neck like you're stretching as I begin to go down. You're my Stella Rosa. You're my Stella Rosa. You're my Stella Rosa. You're my Stella Rosa. Berry, melon, Rosso, Rose, Red Apple, Bianco, Pineapple, Black Cherry, Ruby Rose, Grapefruit, Moscato, Iced Tropical, Green Apple, Blackberry. You taste it.
We're going to be picking it up right after this song here. We had to let y'all get a few in before we get started. Y'all just keep back and ride.
Niggas talk a lot of game till it's time to play one. Hear a whole lot of yap, they ain't gonna say nothing. Get your whole shit smacked, and ain't no coming back from that. You move like a bitch, and I ain't even capping black. Thinking this a joke, I ain't really laughing black. Let the pistol smoke, Your mama gonna be wearing black. The sister sniffing coke. After this, she gonna be smoking crack. And front row Joe ain't gonna never get his brother back. Did I stutter black? The fuck is that? Every one of your fears confirmed. You can trust the net. Every one of your peers gon' burn. Where the mustard got a pin on where your shit at, nigga. We on your musty
I'm
ass.
standing on the block, niggas always stay away from me. Say they got game, but none of them will play with me. Pressure bust pipe, so I'ma play the plumber now. Niggas say he lying though, so I guess he bringing thunder now. Woo-ha! And I ain't even bust a rhyme with that. Put that daylight in your soul, have your people big and bring him back. Rappers playing their gang stars, running like some refugees. A full righteous teacher, keep them humble, they can't flex with me.
Bro gon' be the plumber, then I guess I'll be the exterminator. Knocking at your door, walk in and start spraying your haters. Raid is all I start to fucking hear. Scattering like some roaches, but all I really smell is fear. EL say you musty, and I'm definitely smelling that. It's not that he's smelling your ass, he telling you your shit is wet. And then we gonna be up all in your ass. Cut your ass up, taped up, broken glass.
These niggas violating, and that shit is so egregious. I refuse to give a compliment, cause that would be facetious. Jesus, I don't mind these niggas trying to be us, but if you keep talking sideways, you'll get folded like a fetus. You spitting nonsense when we not around. That's crazy talk. Tuck your dick and flee when confronted. That's how a lady walk. I'm a pyromaniac. That's super hot fire, right? Have you across the ring whining like, nigga, we took an L tonight. Show you right. Nigga, I'm Dolomite with the wordplay. Way down in the jungle deep, I know you heard me. A big dog, obese nigga at peace with it. But fuck peace, I grab the piece, leave you deceased with it. If pushed to the edge, you keep pushing, you gon' learn today. Fuck a casket, they gon' be carrying a urn away, so turn away. I don't want a nigga to burn a day. Keep it moving so you don't have to hear what the burner say.
Come through and slap the urn out their hand, letting the dust pour, hush more. Rappers is thinking that they a rush more. Copped a few models is willing to swallow much more. Bar set so high seems I've never ever touched floor. Therefore, exercise the souls of those writing for. A clash from a titan is what I hear you've been waiting for. Yes, Lord, he ain't everything that he's stressed for. Treat him like a king that's surrounded on the chessboard. Checkmate.
What's good? What's good? What's good? I see my brother Moody Trey Weather is in the building. What's going on, Moody? Glad to see you done rolled in. You know how we do. I started off the show with a couple of songs. You know what I'm saying? I got a few of them lined up. So as we go through tonight, I'm going to go back to the old format. We're going to do some talking about some fighting, and the panel going to be, the discussion going to be open to drop whatever comes across your mind. But, just got to running. We're going to be talking about, I'm going to start off talking about Kid Austin Schofield. He made some good points on the Tank fight. And I know we kind of went in on him last week about, how things worked out for him with Shakur. But I've seen his dad say, who was it his dad? Somebody said that the man, Shakur Stevenson, poisoned the man. They actually blame Shakur. I think I heard that on the Boxing Voice with Ness. So I'm going to give them their props because that's where I heard it at. I heard it on the Boxing Voice. But with all jokes aside, my boy Kid Austin is making a good point. He's saying that Tank is coming back and he wouldn't mind getting that fight straight out the gate first. Number one, no tune-ups, no nothing, because he feels he says he's hearing that Tank's not just going to get a tune-up. He's going to end up getting probably 2 tune-ups. What do y'all feel about that? He said that he hasn't been in the ring just as long as Tank Davis hasn't been in the ring. So it will be a good chance, a nice, young, hungry fighter coming in and beating Tank. The way he's talking like he know he going to go in there and do some damage. He going to go in there and put hands on Tank. I don't know. I can't say that it's a for sure thing. I think it could be a good fight. I think it can really turn out to be a nice, good scrap. Also looking up, oh my goodness, my boy, Place Association. He said that Stella Rosa joint is right. It's all right. All right. I don't know why the question mark on. I think it's all right. Anyway, glad to see you in here. That's my brother DeCane, my brother from another mother and father. Y'all know how we do. One of the smartest gentlemen that I can sit back when I have leisure time and want to just get my brain tied into some knots. I go ahead and talk to that man because he's on that level. He's all about the black struggle and understanding what our black people is going through and the black plight. And the man has some good knowledge when it comes to talking about boxing. Anyway, as I was saying, the boy Kid Austin, he's saying that, you know, he should be. No, I'm asking if it's AI. Oh, I didn't see. Okay, yeah, my bad. Yeah, actually, Otis wrote it, but we couldn't find anybody to actually sing it. So we went on and took the chance and messed with AI to see what it would come up with. But if we can find somebody who can actually sing it, we're going to do exactly that. Get somebody to go ahead and put their magic to it. When we first created it, we had Master Rod to do it, but and Master Rod couldn't come to terms on how it should be sang, so therefore it ended up getting put on the shelf. My boy Obese went on and decided to add the AI to it to see what it would do, and you know, it came out to be a pretty cool song. But as I said, your boy Otis wrote the words. I mean, word for word, verbatim. All we need is somebody that can sing. We can find a smooth singer to put it down, and we're gonna run with it. We're gonna run with it for sure. He said, okay, I can tell the kind of stuff that AI comes up with, laughing out loud. Yeah. No way are we gonna put it out there and make it seem like that's something that we had a singer or somebody did. We know it's some AI. We just want to see what it do. Or should I say, did. I tried it myself with a song coming. It'll be later on in the show with that Smoke Rise. But anyway, do you guys think that Floyd Kid Austin Schofield has a good point by saying that he and Tank have been out of the ring about the same amount of time? Now, I understand that, you know, he made the faux pas when it came to his chance to fight Shakur Stevenson. We're going to give him a pass, you know, as best you can. Boxing is what have you done for me lately? And if he and his dad can talk their way back into the flow of things and get themselves lined back up at a chance of a big fight, because I think he pulled out of 2 fights, if I'm not mistaken, which probably has put a bad taste in the promoters' mouths. So we'll have to see what they can come up with. But I think he made some good points. He said that, you know, a young fighter, it would be a better win if he and Tank just locked up without Tank getting any warm tune-ups. Now, I can look at this 2 ways. Is he worried about Tank getting a tune-up, which would make the fight a lot more difficult? And at the same time, what's to stop you from going ahead and getting a tune-up or 2 if that's what it takes before you guys lock it up? If you guys lock it up. There's no telling how things are going to go with Tank. It seems like every time people think he's set, primed, and ready to come back, some type of bad luck strokes across him. Either something outside it's always outside the ring. I'm almost starting to get at the point that I'm thinking Tank might be semi-retired. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You know what I'm saying? 1 foot in the grave, 1 foot out the grave. All it takes is a good push, and he out of there. He got money. At least I think he got him some money saved up. He talks like he has him some money saved up. He's not really braggadocious when it comes down to that. So I'm not going to try to count his pockets to dig into that situation. I just want to know what you guys think. If, one, he and Floyd Schofield would be a good fight, a good matchup. It would be, I think it would be a catapulting move for Schofield if he and his dad can get him in a situation to go after Tank. Can you imagine if he beats Tank? That would kind of turn the boxing world, I won't say totally upside down, but it would put it on its side. Seeing that things haven't been quite as exciting with Tank not being in the ring, but we have been getting some good fights. These youngsters have been getting a chance to show themselves off. Ben Whitaker's been doing this thing. David Benavidez has made some good moves, which we're going to talk about David Benavidez a little later on down in the show, because Arthur Beterbiev had something to say. But Kid Austin, I take my hat off to you. Hey, if you can get in there and get Tank in a situation like that, all the better for you. But if he ends up going another direction, my question is, what are you looking to do? What is your plan? You messed up the fight with Shakur. I can't remember the other fight that you ended up getting sick in. But either way, I don't think you have too many more chances to end up having a faux pas where you end up in the hospital bed again. I think the next time you get signed up for a fight, you need to go ahead and make it happen for sure. With that being said, I'm going to leave it open for y'all to let me know what y'all think about it. I got some things that I'm going to be taking some tests on. And while I do that, wait, let me put that up. He said, okay, I can. Okay, oh no, I already read that. My bad. I'm moving a little too slow. I want to know what y'all think. Put it in the chat. Say what you got to say about Shakur, Schofield and Tank. If that's to be a good fight. If Schofield has a point by saying he and Tank should line it up right now. Forget the tune-up fights. They both been out of the ring for about the same amount of time. Young, hungry fighter with some rust on him. Tank with some rust on him. Schofield is athletic. Likes to come on and jump on you right away, which could prove to be dangerous. Just to say, that could prove to be dangerous for him if he ends up going over there and being too aggressive on Tank. Because I do believe some of my constituents, DeCane probably is one of them. Trey X is one of them. Tank needs, if I'm remembering this correctly, Tank needs someone to bring the fight to him. Bring the fight to him so he can take those step back, so he can counter, so he can catch them slipping. Get them in a situation where they kind of at a frenzy. If he can accomplish that, he usually ends up catching them with one right on the button and sitting them down on their back. Oh my goodness, who is this? Rich Spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea who this is. Who is this? Talk to me real quick. Let me know what's going down. Who we got in the building?
What's happening, man? This Kane. I just want to jump on because I ain't gonna be able to listen no other way. So I might just be in the background.
This man said he ain't gonna be able to listen no other way. Okay,
yeah, man. But this top fucking up. I got to get me another one. So.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I can't say. Remember I told you.
That's why I need offer the. That's why I need offer to record the song you were just talking about. I'm like, well, shit, nigga, I can sing. So, but anyway,
I know you can.
I can't record right now.
Said it. Can I get you? Can I get a Can I get a handshake on you and knock it out?
Yeah, man. When I get my computer back up, I'm gonna have to probably at least wait till Prime Day. You know that's coming up on Amazon, so I'll see what they got, what they talking about on some discounts.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna let Obese know that you willing to take on the challenge. I greatly appreciate it. I'll sit down with Big E, see if we can't come up with a new track, because I don't want to use anything that's already used. But we're gonna try to get something that's smooth, slow, where you can go ahead and get your groove on it. I get older, make sure he got the lyrics typed up, get him to send them to me, and I'll send them to you. And you just let me know when you're ready. The man say, I popped on, I can do that, I can sing. I ain't saying, I know you can sing. You know how I feel about you doing your thing. So no disrespect, I just,
I feel you, but you were talking to me like, hey man, when we find somebody that can sing, I was just like, what the hell, what?
Yeah, I've been getting in trouble all day today for sending in subliminals. Even OB said I've been sending him subliminals today. I'm just saying, without saying it, I'm saying it. But yeah, we'd be more than happy to have you do it, man. I love the way you sing. You kill it to me.
Okay. I'm just popping on just to listen, man.
I feel you. I feel you. But let me ask you one question before you just slide into the background. You think that
go ahead.
Schofield got a good point about him and Tank, seeing that they've been out the ring for so long, about the same amount of time? You think you got a good point of saying that if he beats Tank, that would really be a sweet win?
Maybe. I mean, Tank been going through some things though. Tank just ain't just been out the ring. He been going through legal trouble, so it ain't like he been able to train. Well, maybe he could, but I don't know. It seems like he been in and out of court and stuff. You know, it's a different kind of layoff.
People
Seem
trying
like
to
that
get
was
into his
Schofield.
pocket.
Yeah.
Good point.
I
That's
don't even know if he been in the gym.
That's another good point. Angles that we don't know about. And I'm sure Schofield, if he had his chance, the less Tank been in the ring or in the gym, the better.
Yeah.
Better. So
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Sound like a manipulative play to me on Schofield part.
okay, I feel you on that. And our brother Kane said it sound like it might be a little manipulation going on. We just have to sit back, wait, and see. But as time keeps ticking, because it waits for no man, these fighters are getting older, and the longer they take to do what they need to do, the quicker time gonna slide by them. And you know you only got so long in the game before people, if you didn't really shine, will forget about you. Take that how you want. With that being said, the King. Oh, what you gotta say?
Oh no, I just agreeing with you.
Oh, okay, you just giving me some ad libs. I feel it. I feel it. Got the ad libs popping off. I'm gonna go ahead and put the next title up because Lala D came through and she really had something to say. Keyshawn Davis calling out Devin Haney. But before I go through that, ladies and gentlemen, I remember it being brought up, and since my boy Trey X spoke about it the other day, I went into the archives. I lined up a bunch of songs. We're gonna go through. Not as many of old school ones that you guys will probably remember, but I got some new things cooking too. I got a few of the old ones slid in, and we're going to go ahead and hit you with All Day by the Track Titans. All day, all day, all day.
We go harder than concrete. Me and my bodies get smoked out. Ice chest full of beers. Shit, this the dirty south. Fuck being down and out. We in this bitch trying to stay alive. Peace to you, my nigga. I see you trying to get your money. We set it for life and I boss with it. You better show your fam straight. You don't break with me. Standing up on all teams. All teams is on the key. Same day, same shit. All across the bitch. No matter where you live. Hold it down. Shout out across the southwest side. Make your time straight all day. All day, all day, get your money and it can't wait. All day, all day, all day, where it's real and it's no face. All day, real shit. All day, trying to stay out the way. All day, all day, making sure that the fam straight. All day, all day, get your money and it can't wait. All day, all day, where it's real and it's no face. All day, real nigga, real shit. All day, trying to stay out the way. All day, all day,
making sure my family's straight. Doing what I do, keep doing what my beats, making sure my family eats, saying little prayers. I'm glad I got to know ya. I'ma be here till the end. I'm the only master bride.
Making sure that the fam straight all day, all day, all day. Get your money and it can't wait. All day, all day, all day. Where it's real and it's no face. All day, real shit. All day, trying to stay out the way. All day, all day, all day. Making sure that the fam straight. All day, all day, all day. Get your money and it can't wait. All day, all day, all day. Where it's real and it's no face. All day, real nigga, real shit. All day, trying to stay out the way. All day, all day, all day.
I pray for my kinfolk and I don't sleep. They can't need and they can't need and I don't sleep. I make a way for my kinfolk. Guard dog up all night, making sure everybody sleep tight. Checking the perimeter with that thing on me, making sure that it's all right. I never leave my post alone, even if it means posting alone. I ain't talking about call, I'm talking about literally leaving my post alone. Some people live under the pressure. Oh no, not Z. I'm
make sure that the fam straight all day, all day, all day. Get your money and it can't wait all day, all day, all day, all day. Where it's real and it's no face all day, all day, real shit all day. Trying to stay out the way all day, all day, all day. Making sure that the fam straight all day, all day, all day. Get your money and it can't wait all day, all day, all day. Where it's real and it's no face all day, real nigga, real shit all day. Trying to stay out the way all day, all day.
I got that retired money, so the fam is good. Bought a home out in the country, moved us out of the hood. When circumstances were bad, we converted to good. Every time they said I couldn't, I showed them I could. These haters plotting my downfall, I'm wishing you would. Be 10 steps ahead of you, you back where I stood. Nigga, you should understand this boy don't play. Regardless of what you say, we bring that heat all day. Let go.
Regardless
Before I
of
go-
what you say, we bring that heat all day.
That's that all day, all day, all day, all day from the track.
All day, all day, all day.
Master Rod did set the song off. I give him his props on that. He surprised me with his verse too. He went on and did his thing. Gotta say what's up to Lala D, who has slid in the building. She actually hit me with an earlier message because she said she'll be tuning in on time this time. But first, let her go upload her video about her boy, Keyshawn. These Haney fans got me booked up. That's what she said. That's what she said. And she said salute to everybody. And I'm going to use that as the perfect segue to talk about Keyshawn Davis calling out Devin Haney. He's saying Devin Haney is afraid to fight him. Now, I don't know what the Devin Haney fans are saying or the Haneyacks or whatever you might call them. But this is what I have gathered from the situation, that he and Shakur Stevenson on Twitter or one of these platforms have agreed to fight at 144 pounds. I'm going to get further into that, but that's later on in the show. What I want to talk about is Keyshawn Davis and how he's snapping. One, Lala D don't get mad at me when I say what I say, but I'm going to have to say what it is because it's true. Keyshawn Davis says he is the best in the fight game right now. Nobody's better. He said these boys is running from him. They don't want to fight him. That's what he said. Now, I'm going to have to do just a little bit of pushback because if I ain't know no better, I could swear that I heard old Shockey Foster say that he'd deal with Keyshawn and Shakur. Since he already took care of the boy Ray Ford, I'm just saying, not trying to start no static, no trouble, no drama. I'm just barking a little flint against some papers, try to see if I can't get a little bit of smoke going. Now, if that be the case, and he's saying that nobody will fight him, and he's talking about Devin being afraid to fight him and dropping his belt, going down to 144, he gonna lose his belt and everything like that. I saw a fan that say, drop his belt like you did, Keyshawn, because you didn't want to fight, what's the dude's name, Andy Cruz? Don't say that nobody wants to fight you, because there are some people that the fans are looking forward to you getting some smoke with. And let's go and keep it real. As much as I like Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis is all right with me too, there's still a bad taste in the mouth for the fact that they refuse to lock it up and line it up and get it together. I understand y'all friends and y'all feel like y'all so close as friends that you brothers. And I can feel that, but I can't feel like a lot of fans why you guys won't go ahead and line it up. If you guys are claiming to be the best, and both of you can't be the best, Shakur say he the best, you say you the best. What I am noticing though is, and I have said this, I have a feeling that if things keep tracking the way they are, somebody's going to start feeling the type of way and feel like they shine is being stolen. Now, you have moved up to a different weight class, Keyshawn, but yet and still, you can't get under the umbrella and the shadow of Shakur Stevenson when it comes to you, my man, getting a fight. Now, you're screaming for Devin Haney, who seems like he dissed you and said, that's all right, I'm going to go ahead and deal with Shakur Stevenson at 144. And seeing that Devin is at 147 pounds, is Keyshawn at 147 or is he at 140? Has he moved up yet or not? If not, then I can see.
Yeah, 140. Yeah.
Okay, so I can see how this can be a problem because even though Shakur Stevenson said he's a lifetimer of a 135 pounds, we've all seen him move up to 140, look pretty decent at 140. And now he's some kind of way got Devin Haney. I don't know if it was a twist of the arm or anything, but he got Devin Haney to say he'll come down to 144 pounds. Now, I'm looking at it. We got two boxers here. We got one boxer who gets to brag to the point that he is the least touched when it comes to throwing these hands, throwing those paws, going fist to cuff within Shakur Stevenson. Now, Devin Haney also has a bragging right. Some people might feel it's a little watered down, but he has a 0 that has not been, well, it had been taken, but he got it back. Special circumstances to help get that back, seeing that Ryan Garcia, as people have started to agree, had cheated. But a lot of people still say you can't take away the left hook that kept catching him. That's kind of like people complaining about why we got to keep hearing about your problems. But y'all started. But anyway, what I want to know is, does Keyshawn have some good points? Yes, he does. Do the people who shot slugs at him have some good points? Well, I guess you could say they do because he hasn't fought Andy Cruz yet. And when Andy Cruz was making a lot of noise, it did seem like he was making some excuses. Oh, and there she is. Here she comes. She says, Keyshawn is Haney's WBO mandatory. And I believe that's what he was speaking about when he said that Shakur would end up, Devin would end up going down to 144. They'll probably strip him of his belt at the WBO, and he will be out of a belt. Now, Devin is thinking, like people say he's Mr. Debo Devin, he'll be thinking, what does it matter if they take the belt from me? I just go back to 147, turn around, whoop somebody else, and get it back. But I want to go down here and deal with Shakur Stevenson. Now, is Shakur Stevenson a bigger fight than Keyshawn Davis? Now, if people start to ring this sentiment, how would that make Keyshawn Davis feel? Gotta wonder.
It don't matter. If he a bigger fight, he a bigger fight. I think Shakur probably, I think he's a little more well-known than Keyshawn is.
I would agree with you on that. I would think a lot more well-known than Keyshawn is. Keyshawn gonna have to keep beating on the war drum, keep making some noise, keep beating up people to put in front of him if the big names don't get in front of him. Now, we know that one big name is not going to get in front of him, at least as far as I can tell, and that will be with Shakur Stevenson. But you still have, where's Brian Norman Jr.? He's at 140?
7.
He at 147 too? Okay.
Yeah, he been at 147.
I'm tripping. I don't know why I said 2. Keyshawn said on video that they tried to get the Cruz fight, and Cruz team said no. I made a video about it. Oh, well, now if you're saying that Andy Cruz name turned down the smoke with Keyshawn Davis, that kind of flew up under my radar because I didn't get any word today. But I will go and check out your video, Lala D. And for those that are listening and those that will be listening later, y'all heard it here on Musically Zone Talks Boxing from MZ, y'all. Go check out Lala D's video about Andy Cruz turning down the fight. But one of the roadblocks that's going to be in the way, and it's going to seem to stay in the way, and it's going to be a big stick in the mud as far as as long as they keep moving up. The only thing that's going to stop people from clamoring about Keyshawn and Shakur, in my opinion, is Keyshawn moving to a weight that Shakur does not plan on eclipsing. Because if you go to 144, there's only 3 more pounds before you go to 147. I don't know how he's going to be able to rock it, saying that I only fight at 140 pounds. I did the catch weight just to do something with Devin. If the other guys at 135, 130, 140 start growing and leaving, who's left for him to deal with? At some point, it might start to close in a little bit like it is for Tank. Remember we said, I remember saying, at some point, all the good fights are going to grow up and leave you. And that seems like to be what happened with Devin. Don't know if we're going to ever see Devin and Tank fight now, seeing that Devin had made it all the way up to 147, and Tank is still sitting at 135. We might get Devin and Shakur if all the planets align and the stars shine in the right direction and the paperwork gets done quickly, and I say quickly because anything can happen. We could look up and these guys could be talking about fighting somebody else. Now, I want to know how they're going to pull it off because I heard that Devin Haney was saying, why did Shakur turn down the Zuffa deal? Maybe he saw that video that we saw that was talking about Dana White and Zuffa and all the dirty things that happened to be worked out with those people. Where was I? Let me see. No, but Haney said he'll take Big Brother or Little Brother first. Haney needs to keep his word. This is coming from La La D. Haney needs to keep his word, but if Big Brother has stepped up already, what can you say? Except, little bro, you're going to have to chill for a minute. I deal with Shakur, or Shakur deals with me. Either way, seemed like he all dressed up for a dance and no dance partner. Ladies and gentlemen, look who slid into the building. My brother, my favorite producer of all time, Manny Draperly, Texas Timbo, Maestro, my favorite producer, Big E. What's going on, bro? What's going on? She say, I'm about to washing my hair. But listening, MZ, I feel you. Go ahead and watch that dude. Get it all purted up and everything so we can talk about, where you going? You plan on going somewhere? You got a hot day coming up? You got another 3-day weekend? You kill me with that. 3 days in a row to be off? That's cool, Lala. That's cool. But go ahead and set it up. Don't forget to put the, the relaxer to calm down the chemicals from the shampoo, unless you go with natural. Do you go natural? And do you shop black? I'm just asking, not trying to start that. Where was I at? No. Davis, Haney, Shakur. So, unless Shakur gets out of the way, I think for a long time, Keyshawn Davis's career is going to kind of be a little shadow blocked by Shakur, by his shadow. How do you get away from up under that? Either you get into a weight class, start whooping some ass that your brother friend is not going to come to, and you start trying to make a name for yourself. And the dangers that lie there still can be people will start clamoring. Who's really the best between you and Shakur? Both of y'all are still beating that same drum. I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best. Nobody can beat me. I think that's what I heard Keyshawn saying. And when you say nobody can beat me, I don't know if somebody's going to ring the sentiments like I am ringing the sentiments and saying, hey, Shakur, you hear he's saying nobody can beat him. And I listened to him complaining and ranting, and he made some decent points, but I can't really get behind him strongly. Lala, don't try to beat me up. I'm just saying I can't stand strongly behind him because I like Shakur, I like Davis, but my biggest problem with the both of them is they won't fight each other. They ain't blood. Blood, I can understand. Some cousin blood, I can't understand, because you heard me say, if I was a fight, my cousin's fault, we gonna fight. We gonna feed the family. We gonna get it on. These dudes' families ain't blood at all. I don't see the problem. Y'all can fight and still be friends, unless there's something deeply hidden that we don't know about, and somebody's masking it quite well, that if y'all fight, the true enemy might come out. I'm just saying, I ain't trying to start nothing. I'm just looking at how things could break out and break down. And right now, Keyshawn Davis seems to be real upset that the boxing world is not giving him the full credit and proper, and the fights, not any fault of his own, are passing him by. But once again, I'm gonna have to look into that Andy Cruz situation. But before Andy Cruz, if he did, I'm just allegedly he turned down the fight. But prior to that information being given, how many times did we hear Davis give us some kind of excuse or gloss over the fact of fighting Andy Cruz? I think it was quite a bit. But Devin Haney seems to be the bad, how can I say this, Ralph? The bad bitch on the block. Everybody want a little bit of Devin. I mean, his skirt must really be high, and I ain't calling him gay or nothing. I'm just making, You know how you say in the streets, hey, he the one that everybody want to get with. That's who they want to dance with. Devin is the best dancer on the street, it seems like. Everybody want a little bit of Devin. Everybody wants some of Devin's time. Bill Haney, his dad, has done a terrific job once again by getting his son, getting his son's name built up, putting him in the right spots at the right time, saying the right things at the right time. Because, you know, when it comes down to talking about Devo Dale, nobody does it like Bill Haney. Question is, if the fight takes place, this is the question. Who do you have winning? Shakur Stevenson, the baby world beater, or Devin Debo Haney? Now, there's going to be some things to play into it, seeing that the fact that they're going to be fighting at a catch weight, not at a full 147 pounds, and Devin is not coming down to 140 pounds. Do you think it's fair, and who do you think it's fair for? Is it fair that Shakur has to come up, or is it fair that Devin has to go down? Seeing that they are both champions, who do you think holds the most pull with their championship level?
Well, I don't know how much stake you place on O'Shaquie Foster's opinion, but he said he got Haney winning that fight.
Really? I missed that. I missed that.
He said that on
Brian Custer?
On The Last Stand. Yeah.
Do it one more time.
The Last Stand with Brian Custer. Yeah, he's sitting up on there.
Well, I can't say this. Sometimes when fighters look at other fighters, and I don't know how unbiased of an eye he's using to look at that fight. Does Devin have the reach? Does he have a 72-inch reach like O'Shaquie?
I don't know. I think he does have a fairly long reach.
And that could be what he's looking at. That could be. He also could be looking at the fact that Devin's might be a little bit bigger. He could be looking at, I don't know if he's looking at Devin being a better boxer, because like I said, the stats show that the guy who touches people the most and gets touched the least would be Shakur Stevenson. Now,
wait, hold on. I'm thinking about Haney versus Keyshawn. He said he got Haney in that fight. My fault.
Oh, he got okay. So let me stop my breakdown. And I can go to the Keyshawn Haney fight. Oh, well. Now, I can go back to say that at one point, I do remember Keyshawn saying that when he was talking about fighting Devin back in the day, you know, a little bit in the past, he was saying he was just talking. He didn't really feel like he was ready for Devin. If Bill had to know that, Bill probably would have said, let's go get him right now. But Bill didn't know that, so they didn't go get him right then. Now, I don't know how much more confident he has grown and how much more he feels his skills are, but apparently he feels they've gotten a lot better, and he feels like he's made up the gap between the two, and he thinks he can go ahead and take Devin out. I don't know. Do you think Devin is a better boxer than Keyshawn Davis? He might be, but Keyshawn Davis says himself, he's bringing hard attitude, grit, determination. He does not see that in Devin Haney. Now, I did hear him say that. He don't see the dog in Devin. He don't see that dog coming out of Devin. He's a good boxer. He boxing, but I'm coming to fight. And that could make the difference within the fight. Or has Devin learned to know how to use the ring just enough to stay out of danger, pump that jab and keep that jab pumping on Keyshawn and make Keyshawn have to worry about getting around the jab in order to bring the fight to him? These are the questions that would have to be asked, because the starting thing for a good fighter, great fighter, fantastic fighter, boxer, is that jab. And if they can use that jab and control distance with that lead hand, there could be a problem awaiting the person is trying to get to said boxer. So at this point in time, Devin, dare I say, seems to be holding all the cards because he is the man that everybody wants to fight. And Keyshawn, dare I say, is being treated like Cinderella. The stepsisters are going to the ball, and you got to stay home and clean the dishes. I don't know what else I can say about it. Was you about to say something, bro?
No, I mean, shit. Don't nobody want to smoke with Keyshawn, bro.
Nobody won't smoke with Keyshawn. Nobody.
Now, who calling Keyshawn out?
Didn't Foster say that he'll fight Keyshawn?
Man.
He didn't
Okay,
say
yeah. Go on up there and fight Keyshawn. Yeah.
that? So you laughing like Foster ain't got some dog in him and feel like I'll go up there and get with Keyshawn. He done called out the whole Shakur clan.
He might have some dog. I don't think he can mess with Keyshawn, but hey, go ahead.
That's what makes it exciting and satisfying. Here's a dude at lower weight class, got some reach on him, saying that if don't nobody else want to deal with this dude, I deal with this dude.
Yeah.
That's what you want. Now, I hope Keyshawn just don't blow it over like, man, ain't nobody trying to hear that. Because he did beat y'all boy Ray Ford. He did do that. So his name should be on the radar. If just a far away blip, it should be there. Fairly speaking.
Yeah.
Don't just push him up under the rug like he don't exist. Because I keep going back to the point of saying, for whatever reason, and nobody has came out to say he lying yet. You know, Shockey said that he was handling his business on Shakur, and he was getting the best of him. Made Shakur leave the ring, come back another time and try to get it, and they danced a little bit and it was good. And then after a certain amount of time, things went sour for Shakur the second time. Now, I don't know how true it is, but what I do know is nobody has put up a rebuttal for it yet. Unless I'm
that's what he was saying on the. That's what he was saying on the last stand. He was like, ain't nobody came out to say he was lying. He's like, he just kept saying, man, we know what happened, man. We know what happened. So, it make it sound like he might be telling the truth.
Yeah, the last time we heard some people talking about really confidently about what happened, Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois. That was one of the times. And it seemed to be that the rumor was true.
Yeah.
I don't know how I would be able to accept it or take it if the truth come out that Shakur let the dude handle him up. And I don't think they was at too much of a different weight size because Shakur's still floating around at 135. 135 really is where he said floating at. And O'Shaquie is just what? 5 under that?
Yeah.
So who knows? He could have went in there and gave, caused a little trouble, stir up on him. And then again, he could be omitting the fact that maybe Shakur was in there just working on something specific, which allowed him to get with Shakur. We could be, that could be a problem within the equation too. Sometimes we hear about, he was getting the best of me, and then you see him fight. Wham! You'd be like, what happened to what you was talking about? And the other guy was just working on his defense or something like that. So I don't know how to take it, but if he out there raising the flag saying that he willing to get in there and dance, somebody should dance with him. Right now, Keyshawn wasting a lot of breath by complaining about Devin Haney, which to me looks ugly because you're complaining about a dude that your brother friend is getting ready to fight. And one could say Shakur snatching up all the good fights, leaving Keyshawn with nothing. But this is boxing, and I'm trying to feed my family. Not trying to take nothing away from you, but my stuff come first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel it.
Now, I don't know, is Keyshawn with James Prince or is just Shakur with James Prince?
I don't think Keyshawn is with James Prince.
Okay, so if he's not being managed by the same guy, they are promoted by Top Rank though, But I don't know. Is Shakur a free agent?
Well, Yasa say he signed a Zuffer.
Yeah, but Devin was saying that he turned that down. So I thought he had signed because last week I was saying that I heard that he was supposed to be signing with Zuffa too, but they hadn't made the announcement yet. And I think Eddie Hearn is the one that really put it out there.
Yeah, Eddie Hearn.
He put it out there to make people really think about it. What did it say? They said the dude that Oshaki named as a witness came out and said Shakur was definitely winning. Oh, Lala D is on point tonight. She said everything that Shockey said was a lie. He just ain't telling the truth. I'm paraphrasing here. But he's just talking to make himself look good in my Lala D's voice. And I don't think he stands a chance to do nothing with Keyshawn or Shakur. Maybe he should just go back to Houston and be quiet. Once again, I'm just paraphrasing. I'm just saying. So, with that being said, she said both. So, all I can say is, right now, I don't know what kind of argument to make for Keyshawn. He behind Shakur. Them being friends ain't making it no better. At some point, the drums are going to start getting beat again where people are going to be like, man, forget all this. Y'all should fight. Y'all should fight. All this arguing about who should move up, who should move down, meet me at a certain weight. I think Shakur has put a bad taste in people's mouths because he keeps saying that he's a 135 pounder, went up to 140. In my opinion, which made a bigger argument for people to doubt him and say, you just trying not to fight certain people. I hate to have to say that, but they could be, they could be getting a point. They could be making a good, valid point of saying he might not be trying to fight certain people. He keep gaining friends in these other boxers, so I don't know if he make any more friends, he ain't gonna have nobody in his weight class to fight.
Yeah, for real.
So Keyshawn, all I can say is, bruh, you're gonna have to move a little more solid. Go home, sleep on it. Eat some Cheerios or some Wheaties. Talk to your people. Let your people talk to you. Whatever Kool-Aid or chicken or cornbread, whatever it is that got you and Shakur being so loyal to each other that you refuse to fight each other. And I don't want to hear nothing about $1 billion because you know damn well neither one of y'all name ringing like that. Not even for 100 million is either one of y'all names ringing like that. Y'all got pedigree, but y'all ain't got the kind of wherewithal to be asking for that kind of money to fight each other. And I'm talking about 100 million apiece. Do you see their names being that big? Even you, Lala D, do you see their names being so big with the people that they have to fight around them, garnishing $100 million fight where they both make $100 million?
Nope. See, this shit like that is why Zuffa even got a place in the sport, because we're not seeing the fights we want to see. Everybody trying to over marinate. See, if Zuffa take over, that's what boxing deserves. That's how I feel about it.
Because right now, I'm gonna tell you what happened. In my opinion, you got a lot of too much good. You got how can I put this? You got a lot of too much good broth put into the pot at one time, where everybody had 12-ounce ladles, just ladling out what they wanted, or just getting what they get. Turkey came in, spoiled them, extra spoiled. They was chasing the Mayweather era by trying to maximize on the biggest dollar amount they most possibly can get in a fight, when they're not even that good. And then you had PBC, whose motto was to make pay-per-view stars, which was also a way to be collecting a lot of money, which also spoiled them a little more. Turkey shows up, he starts spoiling them even more. Now everybody thinks they're $100 million man. They feel like they don't even have to get in the ring. I don't even get off my couch for less than what, 10 million a fight. That's the kind of mentality it seems like these guys are having. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't see nobody being a $10 million fight person. Who do you see being a $10 million fight dude? Who puts on a spectacle? Who goes out there and gives the people a show? You know what I mean? Go out there against somebody who everybody's like, man, this dude right here might really beat you. Who goes out there and say, nah, I'm gonna make it look easy? We don't have that right now. Yeah. You say, with all due respect, Haney can't be holding all the cards if he gave into the 100 and gave in to fight at 144. Holding all the cards would be if Shakur needed him at 147. Wait, if Shakur needed him at 147. I'm cool with all the fights though. I'm not saying that Haney holds all the cards.
Who said that?
No, that's what Lala was saying. With all due respect, let me make sure I'm reading it right before she come back and be like, MC, you know you didn't read that right. Oh, my boy Moody said he had to dip out, but he back. Maybe 5 more fights. MZ, do you see Haney fighting one fight for 100 million? He claimed it also. No, I do not see Haney fighting at $100 million. Glad you asked that question. I was going on a rant about people fighting for $100 million. I don't see Shakur fighting for 100 mil, Devin fighting for 100 mil, Keyshawn fighting for 100 mil, Tank fighting for 100 mil, Benavidez fighting for 100 mil. I don't see any of these guys being so entertaining and so must-see TV that they garnish $100 million.
Benavidez is the Mexican monster.
Even with that, it would be hard for me to agree that anybody garnishes that type of money. Who have you seen look that on fire? Nobody. Now, I understand that Devin supposed got $100 million deal. Is that spread over how many fights? You know, that's some information that they privy not to give us. They just brag about the price tag that's on it. We got $100 million. Okay. Make that $100 million look good. Who you gonna fight? And because you made $100 million and you know you still got Ryan on the horizon, are you going to get back with Ryan? That's the fight. Honestly, if there's to be a fight to be had made, dare I say, that fight might even be bigger than him versus Shakur. Because people will be like, oh, this is the get back fight. You know what I mean? This the one dude that made Devin look bad in front of the world. He talked crazy to him, he acted wild. Then he went out there and actually beat him. Now it's true, Devin had his moments in the fight, and people even say that Devin was winning on the scorecards. So he got stopped. He did get stopped, didn't he?
No, he didn't get stopped.
He didn't get stopped. He just got knocked down a whole bunch. They should have had to. They didn't have the 3 knockdown rule. My bad. As long as Ryan is with Golden Boy, he will never fight Devin. You don't think they're gonna fight again? You think that it was that much Austrian in him, Moody Trayweather, that Ryan don't have the confidence to go and try to lock it up with Devin again? But you know, maybe Bill can start campaigning and make it seem like Ryan is scared because he know that he was dirty, and he know that because he was dirty, it made him just that little bit much faster where Devin couldn't get away from the hook. You know, they said it was only, how much was it? Point something Osterine, but that point something could have been just enough to help him be able to catch Devin. If it wasn't for that, he probably wouldn't have caught Devin, and the fight probably wouldn't have looked like it did. But it did look like it did, and that, in my opinion, is the fight to make. Hey, if they can get the money, who are we to say they're not worth it? As long as we ain't got to pay. I feel you on that. But what I'm getting at is, given the eye test, who do you think would be crazy enough to say, you know what? I'm willing to put this amount of money up for these type of fighters here today. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that they don't deserve it. I'm just saying it, in my opinion, and anybody that hear my voice, do you feel like they're worth $100 million? Do you feel like you would sit down and watch a card for any of these guys priced with the purse of $100 million? Who would they have to have? They would have to have a concert. They would have to have everybody from every promotional company. And I'm talking about the top guys, the top guys, all of them on that same card. It would have to be cross promotion all the way across the board. That's just in my opinion. Not saying it's gospel, not saying it's going to stand the test of time. I'm just saying, for me, as much as I do like Shakur Stevenson, I do like Keyshawn Davis, I do like a lot of these guys, but I just don't I don't like them at the tune of $100 million. We've already seen some big so-called big fight cards lined up that kind of flopped, but people walked away from them saying that it was all right. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And when Turkey then was putting on, at one point, they was putting on the best shows, we kind of complained about, why y'all giving us a concert with the show? You know what I mean? Didn't we? We complained. We stayed true to form. We did some complaining. We was like, man, we don't need the concert. Let's just go ahead with the fight. So maybe I'm going too hard. Maybe I should lighten up a little bit. Maybe they can get a $10 million fight. Maybe they can pull that off. You know, $10 million nowadays seem like it get thrown around in the boxing ring like it ain't no thing. But here's a good one. But I don't think Zuffa is paying that for any of them. You're correct on saying so. Now, we heard about the model for Zuffa and them getting paid for a certain amount per round, certain amount for defending the belt. But the thing that sucks is they also got something that they were talking about. Oh, you can lose money if you don't perform to what I suspect you to perform at. And that's the talking heads of Zuffa. You know, how would you feel about going into a fight, putting in your all, doing your best, but the person that you was fighting made you look kind of bad because they was putting in their best and they feel like you didn't do your best, so they cut your money? We heard Zuffa, well, not Zuffa, but we heard Dana White has done that to some of his UFC people. We've heard UFC people complain about not getting money. I actually watched the fight one night where a dude went out there and got smashed on, like, damn. And they was talking about withholding this man's money. Imagine that. How would you feel if somebody, man, really, how would you feel if you go out there and you lay it on the line, you done got lumped up, and then a person talking about, hey, man, I don't think you really did your best, so we only gonna give you 10% of the 20% that you were supposed to get. Would you be upset? I'm pretty sure a lot of us would be. And with that being said, I'm a little parched. I'm going to go ahead and hit y'all with something, one of my favorite songs that the Track Titans have put together. And it's featuring none other than Decane. This song is called Hydro. MZ, I had such a great time at the Chicago Blues Festival. most Black Chicagoans are of Mississippi background. And since the blues started in Mississippi, our blues festival is fire. Champ Ross is in the building. He came in with the boxing gloves sitting up like the Black Power fist. I'm saying what's up to you. You came in right on time. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what, Lala? Since you hit us with the blues festival, I'm going to hit you with Smoke Rise, and then we're going to backdoor it with Hydro Blow featuring Decane. This is the Track Titans, and you listening to Musically Zone Talks Boxing, and we're having a good time. Decane, you know what this is? Written by, sung by something else. Let's get it.
Heavy air, midnight glare, shadows crawling on the wall.
This might be the wrong song, bro.
Light up, drift away, let the silence start.
Hold on, what happened now?
Yeah, that's the wrong song there.
No, remember, because Lala D hit me with the blues festival, I figured I'd play this song because it's close to a blues vibe, and then it's gonna be
my bad. Okay, yeah.
Hydro Blow. And Champ Ross say
that ain't the Hydro Blow we recorded, bro. okay, go ahead.
Do they
My
do
bad.
that on the radio? Do they just stop a song and then start talking to bring it back? If they do, if they don't, too bad, because that's what we just did. And I'm gonna have to let y'all know about High Noon, because that's my boys. Champ Ross song. Champ Ross, I got some bad news for you. Be right back.
Heavy air, midnight glare, shadows crawling on the wall. I light up, drift away, let the silence start call. Smoke ring spinning, memories spinning, I lose myself tonight. All regrets and neon threats, they fade into the light. Every breath a little less. World outside grows small, floating high, just passing by above it all. Let the smoke rise, take me to another place where the pain dies and the world just melts away. In this haze, I'm untouchable, invisible, free. Let the smoke rise, let the night carry me. Dreams unravel, time unravels. I'm lost, but I don't care. Broken strings and faded things, they vanish in the air. Every heartbeat, every beat, I'm further from the ground. In this moment, I own it, I won't come down. Let the smoke rise, take me to another place where the pain dies and the world just melts away. In this haze, I'm untouchable, invisible, free. Let the smoke rise, let the night carry me. I got the smoke. Take me away.
This is a song written by yours truly, MZ, but we had to go ahead and get AI to sing it for us. So to answer your question, Lala, that is AI singing, but those are my words that it is spitting out. So that is called Smoke Rise, coming out of the house of the Track Titans. Once again, you know, we need a singer that can sing, cross like that there, and bring that to true life. And I seen my sis say, damn, some of you ninjas are rude. That's what I get for being so damn nice to everyone. Laughing out loud. I'm learning though. So calm down, sis. Take some breaths. Woosah. Woosah. And we're going to follow up Smoke Rise with another smoking song called Hydro Blow. Take it away, DeCane. Take it away.
Shorty looking mad fly. Had me captivated when she walked by. I'm serious, she had me feeling this tingle, son. Stimulating conversation after mingling. Honey was jingling and stretched jeans looking clean. Appearance would enhance any scene. I mean, feel me? Really? I know it sounds silly, but looking at her was like puffing on a fat fillet. Relaxing, she had this natural attraction. She started laughing when she saw my reaction. Oh my. Pass the name and number to the cell. Asked for mine, I said it's O, its last name is Bell. Also known as the O, the B, the 3, the A, the S, the T. It's me, obese, and you get high. Then I'm your guy.
If I got the high, you got the low. If I got the high, you got the low. If I got the high, you got the low. If I got the high, you got the low. Slow burning. Say what you want, just be blunt. I can stand the flames. Take a ride on the great airlines. I promise you be glad you came. The fire in your eyes make wetness between your thighs. You say you never blow, I eliminate your disguise. Underneath your green exterior, I gaze. Exploration of your brain leaves me in a purple haze. I see consent as my morals continue living. I just like to engage in a little oral tradition. So pardon my unorthodox approach that blazing luscious. That's just the way I roll. Lick the split before I stuff it. You like it hot, I got enough smoke to choke the average throat. But tonight I'm trying to go a little deeper. Loving the feel of your lips, taking drags off this gas, just puff and never pass. I'm your high value reaper. I got the high, you got the low. I got the high, you got the low. I got the high, you got the low. I got the high, you got the low.
I'm chilling in my room on this night. I got something tied up in the shower. Am I right? A friend in the negligee smiling as she rolling up. Every once in a while looking up, saying, girl, hurry up. She placed her gaze back up on me and took a deep sigh and said, I'm so hungry. You want a drink? I said, yeah. And while she walking to the table, she asking what I think. I like the way your lips poke, I like she pout. And that ass got my little man shouting. She kinda giggled, oh, you like what you see? Before I can answer, I heard, hey, what about me? I turn around, she got a pose with no clothes, with a leg up on the chair, with her bags on his pose. She said, don't speak, just lay back on the bed. Said something about double heat. You heard what she said.
I got the high, you got the low. I got the high, you got the low. I got the high, you got the low. I got the high, you got the low.
Damn, that song jammed to me. That boy the Kane. Yeah.
Hey man, you know what I just realized?
What's that?
Part of the background where I go, hey, hey, that sound like this you do.
Dude, you killing that. And you get the dude. That
I
boy,
did that. I was like, it sound like you should be saying that.
well,
It
it sound
came
like
across right.
you
It
killed
sound
me.
like you actually doing it.
Well, you did your thing, man. Hold on. Let me answer Lala D's question. She said that explains it. I was going to say the music and the words are fire, but it did lose some soul towards the end. He didn't sound black. Yeah, you right on that. I appreciate you liking my lyrics though. And the music, you know it is what it is. We're gonna try to rebuild it once I get somebody that can sing it like it should be sang. But you know, we ain't gonna strap on that too long. And then we got DeGil Cole then fell into the building. He said, "Salute, OG. This song should have been played after I beat Trey X in last week's Champ Ross." What? You beat Trey X and Champ Ross last week? Go ahead. He said 107th place, homie. Oh man, that means there's some fire going down. He said from Champ Ross, Gil Cole, did you beat Trey X bad enough? Bad enough he didn't show up tonight? He's studying the scale, I believe. Oh, if he listening, it's gonna bubble him up and he'll be showing up to show out. He say he on concussion protocol, Champ Ross. That's from Gil Coles. My sister say, hey, where's Eric R? He's usually always here. Eric R might be still working a little bit because, you know, we got started a little early. He might end up sliding through in a little bit. He said, who sounding like Devin the Dude? Wait, Devin the Dude? I kind of thought he gave me more of a Andre 3000 type vibe. But if you had to be asking who sounding like Devin the Dude, that would be the Kane. The man with the vocals. The man with the sound. The man that said, yeah. Gil Cole said, concussion. That's a 3-month commission suspension until further notice. Wow. So y'all just saying Trey's out there like that. Let's roll into this Lamont Roach versus Williams Zepeda, which she'll be taking first place. God dang, I done got so excited with do. Let me stop. They're supposed to be fighting August 1st. Lamont Roach coming off of what? Back-to-back draws. Williams Zepeda coming off of a loss. It should be a good fight for both of them. Can Williams Zepeda get himself back into the winning ways? And can Lamont Roach finally get a win? Tied with he got a draw with Tank. And wasn't it Pitbull that he got a draw with in the second fight? The second draw? Wasn't it Pitbull? I do believe it was Pitbull. Unless I'm tripping. But he got 2 draws and he needs a win. Zepeda got a loss and he needs a win. I think Zepeda is pushing 30. I don't know how old Lamont Roach is, but he coming in using the NWO, is it RWO? Like the what's Jim McMahon thing? Wrestling. I can't think of the name of the first name of the wrestling. What's the first name of wrestling? WWE. God dang, I don't know what I'm thinking about. Lamont Roach, you know, he's proved that he can fight. He's proved that he can stand in front of Tank. He proved that he can deal with, if I'm remembering correctly, it was Pitbull. He that's 2 tough fights. 2 tough fights. One of the 2, people thought he should have won. And that was against Tank Davis because they say Tank and him cheated because he took a knee. And rules are rules. If any part of your body other than the soles of your feet touch the canvas, you should start getting counted. There should be some kind of count. But some kind of way, the referee dropped the ball. Dropped it totally. I mean, fumbled it all over the place. And I don't know if Tank gonna be able to lay that down. Lamont Roach campaigned on the fact that happened and he felt like he should have won. I think he went in front of the commission and tried to get them to give him the win. I don't really know how that would work, but you know, he tried. He ended up getting a draw with Pitbull, which don't make the it's nothing that can give you an excuse for why Tank took a knee, except for he said that his braid slapped him in the eye. You go back and look at it slow motion, he did slap him in the eye, but he's still not allowed to take a knee. Anything other than the soles of your feet touching the canvas, mean you should be counted. We should have gave Lamont Roach a 10-8 round, 10-9 round. He should have been up by 1 point at the least. That should have gave him the win. But some people say the Tank came in and turned it up a little bit, which caused them to be able to get the draw. But did any of the judges actually give him Lamont that round? That's the question that needs to be answered. I don't know. But he has a chance to get a win up under his belt if he can get past Crafty with Williams Zepeda, who is no slouch in any way, shape, form, or fashion. And I believe he will be coming to fight. So Lamont Roach, this is your chance, your time to finally get out of the muck of the bad call with Tank and the draw with Pitbull. This is finally a time for you to reassert yourself, because you was a champion at the lower weight class, and it seems like getting your footing correct is starting to be like kind of just missing you a little bit. I don't know what corner you need to turn, but he needs to turn one and turn it pretty quick if he wants to get into the argument and into the contest with the big names like Shakur, Keyshawn, Devin, and all those guys, because he's at 140 now as well. What you think? What y'all think? And who y'all got? Zepeda or Roach? You got the guy that's coming off the loss that might have an attitude and a chip on his shoulder in William, who feel like that he can come in and do what he needs to do against old Lamont. Y'all saw the stare down. They was looking real intense when it came down to it. But looking intense at the stare-offs don't always go into the fight. But I got a feeling that this is going to turn into a good fight. I think they both going to bring us exactly what we want to see, and that's excitement. Just the only problem is we still got 2 months to wait. Well, a month and a half.
I think Roach will fight at least good enough to get a draw.
Wow. Not another draw. How bad would that be to be in 3 fights and get 3 consecutive draws? That would suck horribly. 3? And why would you just do that to him like that, DeCane? Why would you go ahead and say he'll fight good enough to get a draw? Now you done put that on that man's back. You done told the universe, y'all should give him a draw. Now he might get one. Gil Cole say, I got Roach Jr., the Reaper, like the pepper, you know. He hot, spicy, ready to go get it. And he dealing with a Hispanic. I won't call him a Mexican. I say a Hispanic. They like hot peppers and stuff like that. So he might be ready to go ahead and chew down on old Reaper Roach. We don't know. But I'm looking forward to being an exciting fight. Can't say who I think is going to take the win right now, because as DeCane just said, kind of feel a little sketchy with just trying to jump on Roach right out the gate, seeing that his best in his last 2 fights have been draw worthy. Draw worthy. Isn't that something? Not much more to say on that one. Except look for that fight August 1st, 2026. You got something you want to add to that, my player, partner, pimp, homeboy?
Nah, I think I'll roll with Roach on that one.
Even though you feel like he could get a draw?
I feel like Zepeda just volume, man. He just volume and toughness.
That could be a problem. That could be a problem. That could cause a problem for Roach. I need to see what their dimensions are.
He got a little more strategy, I think.
You think they went to the drawing board and came up with drew up a good plan to deal with old what's his name? William. You think they went to the drawing board and came up with a good plan to try to deal with William and knock him off his perch and give him one more L back to back? 2 losses are not good. Kind of have you feeling a little shaky. Make you wonder if you should still be in the game. Are you doing what you need to do in the gym? That's what 2 losses will get you. Not 2 draws to make you be like, damn, I worked hard, but it seems like I didn't work hard enough. I should have ducked, but I didn't. I dodged. I caught that left. He followed with a right. Just enough to keep me from getting the win. I'm going to say I'll wait till like July 17th. Then I should have an answer of who I think is going to win that fight. Zepeda or Roach. That's how I'm going to roll with it. That's how I'm going to roll with it.
I mean, when you look at it like that, I mean, my man Zepeda, he could have learned some stuff from being in there with Shakur, like with Shakur playing all that defense and stuff. Maybe he did learn something about how to break through, or maybe he learned, hey, I could be a little more defensive myself. We'll see how he come back after that. It'll be interesting.
Okay. Well, boy, Champ Ross say, I got Zepeda. Roach had some early problems with Pitbull. I think Zepeda is a better fighter, more volume than Pitbull. That could roll right in the tank for old Zepeda, seeing, you said it yourself, DK. Zepeda is volume. Volume, which he puts behind pressure. We don't know. I won't say that Roach will break, but if he went through the problems that he went through with Pitbull, who seems to be, and I'm going to throw this out there, more of a one-dimensional fighter than anything. If you can get past all of his punches that he's going to throw hard, he pretty much uses the same 1, 2, 3 punch, you know, the same 1, 2, 3 step, 1, 2, 3 step. He do the same thing over and over. It shouldn't have took, in my opinion, Roach that long to adjust to what Pitbull was doing. Like Champ Ross said, he ran into some problems. This is one of those times, once again, you got a chance to see what it is exactly. And we're not going to count. I'm going to push the tank draw out the way because of the circumstances that went with it. But Pitbull, to fight him to a draw, you know, did you learn what you need to do to get over the hump? Like I said, Zepeda might be coming in there with a chip on his shoulder. Last thing he wants to do is gain another loss, especially at the hands of a guy who's moved up and then had 2 draws. One, if you move the tank fight out the way, like I said, people really should do because of the controversy that goes with him touching the canvas. So with that being said, I just ain't got time to be taking no loss. That's how Zepeda feeling. But like I said, I'll let you know around the 17th of July who I'm going to be rolling with. But Champ Ross said he got Zepeda. Now, I heard somebody say we got one that's going for Roach and one for Zepeda right out the gate. We'll see how it all plays out when it comes down and get cooked up. Now, we spoke about Shakur and Devin Haney happening at the catch weight of 144. How set in stone is it? That's the question. Do you think it's going to happen? Do you think anything can derail this? Do you think there's going to be any problem with us making it to the finish line? We cooked on it so hard and heavy with Keyshawn's point of view of it, but the fight, in my opinion, was made on what's the name of that thing? Twitter. Ain't that what they did to that? They made the fight on Twitter, which doesn't correlate to actually being done by the promoters. I haven't heard anybody actually say that it's going down, baby. And until we do, it's kind of like, is it really going to happen? Have you heard anybody like really say it's going to happen? Have anybody said anything? Have DAZN said anything? Eddie Hearn? If anybody would be able to know for sure, it would be Eddie Hearn. Isn't? Oh, no, he would. Wait. Devin with Zuffa right now, ain't he? He done signed. His deal is for real. He's with Zuffa, right?
I don't know. Is that a thing?
Zuffa?
No, Devin Haney owns Zuffa. I didn't know he was with them.
I thought that's what $100 million, so-called $100 million deal came from.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I thought that's why he had asked Shakur, why did he not sign? Because that would have made it easy for them to fight. I don't know. So, like I said, it's a lot of moving parts in that we still haven't gotten a for sure shake on if it's going to take place or not. So until somebody actually comes out and say, yeah, this is really what's going to go down, I'm still skeptical. So Keyshawn, I think he should not really worry about it that much because he could end up still getting the fight there. I'm still tripping that Shockey Foster said that he think Devin to beat Keyshawn. I haven't really myself sat back and really broke that down. I guess I will tonight. I'll take a good long look, see, and see what Keyshawn does good, what he does bad, and see if it's enough to overcome Devin. I think how can I put it? I think Devin might have taken a bad rap, because of the way the Ryan Garcia fight went. I think a lot of people kind of miscalculated his heart and his determination because he kept getting dropped. But he showed hard because he kept getting up and he finished the fight. And I hope Keyshawn, if he's thinking anything, which is probably a knockout, he probably think he's going to go out there and knock Devin out. But to go out there against Devin Haney and be searching for a knockout, I think that would be a grave mistake. I think it end up putting you in a situation that would not be good for you. I don't think it'd be conducive at all. I think it'd be a bad mistake. But we're going to find out soon enough, real soon. So I can go ahead and jump off of Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney, catch weight at that 144. But here's some news right here. Arthur Beterbiev, he said that David Benavidez turned down the fight. That was a surprise to me. For him to come out and actually say that David Benavidez turned down the fight, because wasn't Benavidez, didn't at one point he said he wanted Arthur Beterbiev or Demetrius Bivol?
Yeah, he said whoever won the fight.
Right. Now, Arthur Beterbiev is coming out saying that he accepted the fight with David Benavidez, and what they saying that he said was that he don't think that Benavidez's team thought that he would accept the fight as fast as he did, and the next thing you know, they look up and he's going to cruiserweight. Now, would that mean he ducked? Did David Benavidez duck? Did the Mexican monster go away from the smoke? I'm just asking, because we have yet to hear what David Benavidez has to say about that situation. And we know Arthur Beterbiev doesn't really do a lot of talking. So for him to come out and say that, that's kind of big news, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of funny if he turned the fight down for real, though, because, he talking all this how he want everybody.
Exactly. So once again, we don't hear Arthur Beterbiev do a lot of talking. So for him to come out and make a statement such as, I accepted the fight with David Benavidez when his people sent me the paperwork or what have you, when they said they wanted to fight, I said I was ready, and next thing you know, he went to cruiserweight. I'm paraphrasing, but that's pretty much what he said. I accepted the fight. What happened to David?
What happened to the monster?
Exactly. What happened to the monster? The Mexican monster. El Monstro. Ain't that right? Monstro? El Monstro? Either way, if this man said he was willing to fight and they went in another direction and they kind of made it seem, David kind of made it seem like Arthur and Benavidez, Beterbiev and Bivol wasn't trying to get that smoke. Didn't he make it seem like that? He made it seem like that. And that's why I'm going up to cruiserweight, take my skills and my talents up to cruiserweight. He kind of fooled us if Arthur Beterbiev is telling the truth. If this comes out to be true, David pulled the wool over our eyes. He tricked us.
Yeah.
Made us fall for the okie doke. Right when we start really saying, you know what, that boy David might be a real one. Looking for the smoke wherever he can find it at. If he can't find it in his weight class, he moves up. He even got a chance to start making people say, you know what, he's not even a weight bully no more. Because he's moved up the ranks to go ahead and do what he needs to do. But if there's a slight chance that you skipped over a Beterbiev fight, because Beterbiev said he wanted that smoke, and you left, I don't really know what I can say about that. I you know, because so many people was focusing on the fact that Dmitry Bivol and David Benavidez didn't lock it up because, you know, if I'm thinking correctly, does David still hold a belt at 175? Or does he hold a belt at 175? Because I think if my mind is playing tricks on me, but I think Bivol got stripped of one of the belts or dropped one of the belts, and I think David might have picked it up. So there's an opportunity of Undisputed sitting at 175. But the biggest news out of that was it seemed like Bivol didn't want the fight, or he was going through some surgery. It was something that was going on that kept that fight from happening. Now, I don't even know if you can hide up under the situation to say, well, the reason I didn't take the fight with Beterbiev because he's not holding the belt. It doesn't hold anything for me. But that's a scalp. If you can go beat Beterbiev, that's something.
Yeah.
Y'all styles match up great. Beterbiev comes straight forward. David, you like for people to come straight at you. You like to go straight at people. You're busy with your hands, very busy with your hands. And we've seen a busier fighter, because Demetrius Bivol showed us a busier fighter can beat Beterbiev. But would David be able to stand up against this man hammering punches? Will Bivol still have, not Bivol, Beterbiev still be as ferocious as he was previously? You know, he's getting up in age, I do believe. So that could work to Benavidez, that could work to his advantage. But the simple fact for you not to take the fight, come on, man, what's up? Wait, we got something here. Champ Ross said, yep, WBC let him keep 175-pound belt. That's how he's trying to claim WBC cruiserweight belt from No, shaking my head. So he had unfinished business at 175. And it seems to me he's making a move under the banner of belt taking. So if I got the belt here at the WBC here, I can move up to cruiserweight, beat up on the dude that got the 200-pound belt. I could be a 2-division champ there. He didn't become champ at 168, I don't think. Was he a champion at 160? Either way, I feel where you're going, Champ Ross, and I appreciate the information. But did he duck? Did he duck Arthur? That's the $100 question. Did he duck Arthur? And will people call him out on it, or will they give him a pass? Will they say it's okay he didn't fight Arthur? You can't say Arthur wasn't ready. Ironically, the same WBC stripped Shakur at 135 for going up to fight Tio, but Benavidez, they let him keep it while claiming another sanctioning body's belt. Well, Champ Ross, that sounds like a little under the table stuff going on. I don't really know how to put that. If I say something, some people might come on here and say they're tired of hearing me complain about the unfairness that goes on in the world and in the world of boxing. But it is what it does, and it does what it do. We seen how they did. They had they picks of who they're gonna let keep the belt for some time and who they not. I think what they do is tie themselves to people who they think are going to be like money machines. That way they can collect their sanctioning fees. The bigger the check, the bigger the purse, the bigger the sanctioning fee. But that does not excuse David Benavidez from. I need some explanation. I need him to come out and say something. I need, now that the author came out and spoke, I really want to know what David got to say of how that fight ended up not making it to the table. If this man said he accepted it, I'm ready to fight. I'm ready. I don't care. You know, y'all done sent the contract. I'm ready. I told him I accept the fight. What happened? What happened? That's all I want to know. That's all I need to hear. I need some kind of explanation from the Mexican Monster. He got to come out and explain and say something, man. You done went from 175 to 200, and it's a 175 fight waiting for you. The reason they said Shakur didn't. Go ahead.
Like I keep saying, after he went up to cruiserweight, he said he needs 6 months to get down to 175. So maybe he had already decided to go up to cruiserweight, and he was like, "Well, I'm gonna have to take 6 months if I'm gonna fight Arthur Beterbiev at 175." So that's the only thing I can think of.
I would let you think of that, but Beterbiev said he answered them so fast. He said that he gave them the answer back so fast that it surprised them. It surprised him.
He was thinking, okay, I'm gonna go up here and fight Zerto, and then I'm gonna fight Beterbiev. But see, Beterbiev was ready for the smoke immediately, and he was like, "Well, let me just say no, because it's gonna take me 6 months to even lose weight." So,
so you think? So what you thinking is he was gonna use the excuse that it take me this long to get back down to this weight, but he had already gained weight, so Beterbiev just caught him off guard and was like, "Yeah, I'm ready to fight right now." He was like, "Oh man, I'm too heavy. I have to have a fat camp."
Hey, answer back too fast on
him. But that don't look good either. That actually looks worse. That looks real worse. Yeah. That's like maybe, yeah. that. Now that sounds like some ducking. You went up in weight because it takes you half a year to come down.
Yeah.
Bro, his metabolism must be super hella slow.
They said he was a fat kid.
Yeah, he was a fat kid. You saw pictures of him. You saw the videos when he was young. He was plump. But he constantly working now. He in the gym. No, he don't look like he ripped or nothing like that. But we know, come on, man. Come on. 6 months. 6 months from 175, from 200 to 175. You need 6 months.
That's what he said, man.
I don't even know. I don't know what to say. No matter how you put it, that sound like somebody did some ducking. That sound like somebody did some ducking. Let me read. Champ Ross said the reason they said Shakur didn't go for the WBC at 140, so they stripped him. But David went. David went and did the same thing. He fought for the WBA, WBO. Now he's trying to say the WBC mandatory at cruiserweight. Makes no sense. I'm still trying to figure out. I don't care what belt he's going for a cruiserweight right now. I'm trying to understand why he ain't take the smoke with Beterbiev. He gonna have to come out and say Beterbiev lying. Beterbiev didn't answer us as fast as he's trying to say he answered us. He gonna have to come out and say something other than it's gonna take me 6 months to lose weight. Because if this man said, "Yeah, I'm ready to fight you right now," why was you not ready? How was you already too far ahead in weight if you called him out and he gave you a quick answer? You know what I mean? It sounded like you just was saying some stuff on the cool. Are you playing games with us, David Benavidez? Are you playing with our emotions? Are you making us, you finally got the crowd behind you, and I mean behind you, and then you make a move like this? Is that what's happening? Please say it ain't so. I don't know what I'm fairly disappointed. I'm fairly disappointed because I have no reason not to believe Arthur Beterbiev. I have no reason not to believe him because the man don't do a lot of talking. And now that he has come out and said something, what can you say? He said you can duck one guy and might get away with it. But going around three guys like Beterbiev, Bivol, and Ja Opataya, how many games they gonna keep playing? And people ain't figured it out. You know what? I forgot about Joe Opataya because ain't he at 175 too? Or is he at 168?
No, he's a cruiserweight, bro.
Joe Opataya cruiserweight. He holding the belt.
Ja Opataya.
Ja.
Yeah,
he holding the belt.
Well, he's with Zuffer.
Oh, he was Zuffer.
That's his. Yeah, that's his.
That's his excuse because he said I'm not. I remember that he said I'm not gonna fight for the Zuffer belt. That was his thing, and then in order to fight, he said Ja is cruiserweight king. Fuck all that bullshit. He the man. But he was Zuffer, and David Benavidez is with PBC.
If that's very likely. Yeah.
I would like to thank Al Heyman because Al Heyman has got me to where I need to be. He stood behind me. He never steered me wrong, and he told me not to sign with Zuffer because he is not a manager. He's an advisor. And if I go over there and fight for Zuffer and I win their belt, what does that mean? I'm not signing with Zuffer. I can see how this argument could swing left and right, sway back and forth a little bit, not fighting Zuffer, Joe Opataya, but I don't see how it gets you away from the other two guys. You know what I'm saying? So you take the only one you could say that people could say you might be allowed to duck is Ja because he's with Zuffer. Does not give you it doesn't give you a pass with Bivol and Beterbiev. Yeah. Now, say Bivol was going through rehab for an operation or whatever that's keeping him out the ring to fight. Because people, I believe, they were trying to say that Bivol was a duck. They were saying, "Oh, Bivol ain't trying to fight Benavidez." I remember some little bit of rumbling like that going on, just a little bit, but it was there. So it's bringing me full circle right back to my boy Beterbiev, who said, "Hey man, I answered you. I answered you. You rung the phone twice. I picked it up on the third ring, and you hung up." You know what I'm saying? You know how you call, as soon as they pick up, you hang up. You're like, man, I had just called you, but you ain't answer. You a lie, I did answer. I heard when you hung up.
Yeah.
I heard when you hung up. You're right, Champ Ross. Beterbiev never talks. That's what got me on it so hard because I'm like, this dude never says anything. So it's not like you can be like, he lying. You have to give him the benefit of the doubt and say, hey, man, this dude keeping it 100% real. He keeping it 100. He keeping it 100. David going to have to come back and say something. He going to have to come back and say, only thing that could save David is he hurry up, fight this fight that he's finna have, and hurry up and turn around and say, I'm going straight after Beterbiev. I'm going straight to him because he was the one that said that he issued the smoke signal, and I'm going straight after that. Then we'll deal with Bivol after that. And the only thing left, you go back up to cruiserweight because I would be like, the road is open then. If you can clear out those two dudes, Then you can go up to cruiserweight and try to figure out a way to meet Ja. Cross promotion, something like that. But Zuffa don't want to recognize the belts that the guys from WBC, WBO, IBF, WBA, they don't want to recognize any of those belts. They want to recognize only the Zuffa belt and I believe the Ring Magazine belt. Those are the only belts that they're going to recognize. So how would they, how would you cross promote that? Napoleon Armstrong has slid into the house. What's going on, Napoleon? So that's the only way I can see that going down is he have this fight, run straight headlong into the fight with Beterbiev, try to make something happen with Bivol, and then see if they can cross promote or come up with some kind of special deal to fight Zuffa. But I believe boxing, WBC, WBA, IBF, and WBO, I believe those people are so strong and held up on the fact that the only belt that they'll be willing to entertain is that ring belt. I don't know what they're going to feel about the Zuffa belt. You know what I mean? And vice versa. Because Zuffa already said that they don't care nothing about those other belts. They are not recognizing those other belts at all.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the only big thorn in the road that I see with David Benavidez at 200. But right now, I'm like, that 200 fight that you're about to have right now shouldn't even be getting ready to take place for the simple reason I heard you ran from smoke. That's all I can say. It's a little funny, but it is true. We didn't touch every boxing situation subject that I had lined up. So now I guess I'm going to open up the panel and let it roll. But before I do, we're going to go ahead and hit you with another one called We Ready. Maybe them 6 months is due. Wait, maybe those 6 months is to be safe and not pull a Roy Jones by not letting his brain acclimate. No. I would give him that, but Beterbiev said he answered this man pretty much instantly when he said he wanted to fight either he or Bivol. And Beterbiev don't do a lot of talking. So you got to give him the benefit of the doubt when he says he answered this man fast. Now, I heard DeCane say maybe he was already planning to go to 200, so he had already started gaining the weight to have this fight, and he wants to take the 6 months to lose the weight to go fight Beterbiev. But until somebody come out and say Beterbiev is giving it to y'all all wrong, he ain't answer us as fast as he's claiming he did, I'm going to have to go with the smoke that this man trying to duck a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. That ain't so bad. If you was ducking a lot, which somebody brought up the point, this man done ducked 3 people on the cool by leaving 175, going to 200, and he didn't even call out the big smoke at 200. He called out like a campfire. He didn't call out the forest fire. He called out the campfire and the guy he finna fight now. And with that being said, I'm going to hit y'all with another one from the Track Titans because, we've been doing what we do. And it's called We Ready. Let's see if we really ready. Let's roll.
Hey, they said storms coming, man. Whatever be coming, man. Always ready.
I run the last leg, hand me the stick, and I'm out this bitch. You got a lot of money, but I ain't never seen you couch a bitch. I'm looking in her eyes, and I absolutely doubt the bitch. I'll lay her life down for you, cause nigga, you a counterfeit. Y'all get that stepped on, we provide the straight drop. Dump the whole cookie out. Don't forget to scrape the pot. Chopping up chunks, shit look like a gravel road. Moving so fast, it ain't even gonna matter, bro. Pockets on swole, bump in the trunk. thick yellow bitch like an all-day brunch. Only roll the hard top cause niggas be sniping. Taking your life, ain't nobody fighting.
Code name Barney Rubble, sold plenty Flintstones, always had plenty stock, scooping up the bedrock, fuck with them bad hoes, deep throat no joke, always with me chillin', but they always brag no choke, hover over headstones, bid my haters good night, something that I won't do is bring a knife to a gunfight, let me help you understand, I always get my get back, even if it takes a whole year, I'm gonna get that, petty's what they call me, so petty's what I am, bro. Catch you in the club and leave you leaking on the dance floor. Catch you with your broad and leave you leaking in the arms. So when you see me coming, you know what it is that I'm there for.
Hey, they say storms coming, man. Whatever be coming, man. Always ready, yeah.
Wonder why it changes when we come around. We make these niggas change their smiles into a frown. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Where they at? There they go. Fucking with these old school G's. Your ass gotta go. Running your mouth like your ass got fucking time. Knowing damn well that we serious about eyes. Bumping is the cause of this. And you do it well. I'm feeling like LL God like. Rock the bells, take a cool stick. Hit you across your fucking head. Love it, now what's that shit you said? Who that is fucking like they bout that gang bang? Thought you could hide, we didn't know where you hang. Who that is fucking like you bout that gang bang? Lame ass niggas getting wings, believe that.
Hey, they say storms coming, man. Whatever be coming, man. Always ready, yeah.
Say, before we get started, the Kane, I'm gonna have to ask you if you can put your tunes to this one. It's called Hustle of a Lifetime. Since you got the singing going down and we gonna get a list for you, you might as well get it all out there for you and get you on everything. As soon as you get your computer, please, sir, could you go ahead and do a Hustle for a Lifetime for me? We already got the words. Let's get it. This is Hustle of a Lifetime by the track title. Y'all know how we do. The floor is now open. So if you got some stuff you want to talk about, start piping it out there. We're
I've
gonna
had
get
the
on it.
hustle of a lifetime. These niggas trying to take my shine I was born with. Keep that heater for that dumb shit. Niggas cross the line, I make sure that they feel my niggas ride around in big bodies, tight slabs that they'll never change. Pride of the underground, crown of the mainstream. Niggas out here hating, tell them go ahead, hate. They just mad when I come around, I make them hesitate. I got them stumbling over verses like I call them in a lie. I'm the definition of what it means to be spitting by. I was blessed with these verses tailor-made for a track. Once I'm done and I leave, they call they ghostwriters back. Y'all talk about a hustle, I done been through a few. No need for me to talk about it, y'all know how y'all do. It don't matter what they color is or who they claim to be. It's best you keep your eyes on them closest to your Z. Fighting off this devil that been trying to take my life. I ain't talking physical, I'm talking all my kids and wife. This pressure getting to me cause my knees getting weak. Turn my head to the heavens, Lord, please help me. I had the hustle of a lifetime. I'm trying to keep my shine I was born with. Keep that heater for that dumb shit. Niggas cross the line, make sure that they feel this. I've had the hustle of a lifetime. Niggas trying to take my shine I was born with. Keep that heater for that dumb shit. Niggas cross the line, I make sure that they feel this. I'm loyal, always changing, can't get locked on, that shit dangerous. I don't walk around in the voodoo, no, my body ain't made of stainless. I'm good, I said that, you know I keep that wet feet posted just in case the crowd start acting strange, talking like he old man. My brother's got a problem, then we got a problem. I'ma do the math, I'm a problem solver, get it? I'm a problem solver. When it comes to my family, I will not hesitate. That's my one pet peeve, I will gladly give you straight. I had the hustle of a lifetime. I'm trying to keep my Shine, I was born with. Keep that heater for that dumb shit. Niggas cross the line, I make sure that they feel this. I've had the hustle of a lifetime. Niggas tryna take my shine, I was born with. Keep that heater for that dumb shit. Niggas cross the line, I make sure that they feel this.
You can try to take what I was born with, but here's a warning, cause in the morning, your fam may be mourning. Alonzo, 33 shots, I bring the heat with the dormant. Trigger with dormant beasts and load the cannon. Gonzo, but this ain't the Muppet Show, this a bucket flow. I'm on your bucket list, you up Shit's Creek without a bucket though. Paddleless, I'm the catalyst for theory strategists who map out career trajectories for niggas who try to battle this. Obese nigga, my flow's bigger, now go figure. Put yeast in my dough so I can watch my dough grow bigger. More money, show money plus show honey. Call me Pooh Bear, I dig in the bowl like ooh yummy with a swole tummy. It's so funny, I'm so hungry, yet I eat humbly cause humble pie costs no money. I keep my shine like a 3000 lumen LED. He's blinded while I rock him. Now check out my melody.
The hustle of a lifetime. I'm trying to keep my shine, I was born with. Keep that heater for that dumb shit. Niggas cross the line, I make sure that they feel this. I've had the hustle of a lifetime. Niggas trying to take my shine, I was born with. Keep that heater for that dumb shit. Niggas cross the line, I make sure that they feel this.
I know you hate me, cause I be a wicked G. Checking out them weak ass creeps. Let you know that I can see. Cause I know you hate me. Cause I'm from that Yellowstone. Slipping, we don't condone. If you see one, he's not alone. Cause I know you hands on Monday. I got to get it cause the world's so funny. These haters hating on the cheddar and the bubbly. They about to make me act real ugly. On the ass, I got my mind on Monday. I got to get it cause the world's so funny. These haters hating on the cheese and the wine. These haters thinking they can steal my shine, but they can't.
That there is a hustle of a lifetime by the Track Titans. Yo, Decay.
Yeah.
Seeing that the lanes is open, you think you can take care of that for me too? I'm just going ahead and get my Christmas list together now, you know, since you already opened the door and see, you know, once you get your computer back, you know, you're willing to go ahead and do some things. So you think you can go ahead and put that funky kill to that? I got a hustle of a lifetime trying to keep
man, let's see what we can do to them.
You know, you come on, man. Don't do me like that. We'll see what we can do to that one. I already hear you doing it. I can just hear it in my mind. You can even throw it, yeah, on there while you go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? Those ad libs and stuff like that. I know it kind of sounds funny coming from me, but you doing it, it's gonna sound fire, blazing.
Throw some some KC on there.
Oh, there you go. There you go. See, you already know where I'm trying to go. I just didn't know how to get there. Just like that, you took the wheel. Take the wheel and got us going where we need to be going. You know what I'm saying? I'll just open up the floor, y'all. We done went through everything that I wanted to talk about with the unboxing, the Devin Haney situation, Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis, David Benavidez, Lamont Roach, Floyd, Kid Austin calling out Tank saying that they should go ahead and fight instead of having a tune-up. They should go ahead and fight because they've been out the ring for the same amount of time. I've also, you know, in case y'all didn't know, I did a little video about white people claiming they upset about people. And I did a little why, you know, a why video. And I put it out there. Y'all get a chance to go check it out. It's short. It's nothing really serious. It's just asking some serious questions. Why they saying that they tired of hearing our complaints and hearing about our plight. Where, you know, I asked a few questions like, did they ever make did white people have to make a college because black colleges wouldn't let them go to it? Things like that, you know, questions to make you think. So Y'all throw something into the chat for me. We're going to go ahead and discuss it because now the floor is open. I'm going to keep things rolling. I'm going to keep my eye on the chat. I'm going to keep a little music going. I'm going to be popping in and out, keeping things live and spiced up, letting y'all get a chance to see that I haven't been putting the music out to y'all in y'all face, but y'all can see we have been working. This next song is called Man. You might think it's a little political, but we is talking our talk. So this track was created by my boy Maestro, my favorite, and this one is called Man from the Track Titans. Let me know what you think.
Got money for a war, but yet the poor cannot go eat for free. She is he is she, them are they, so who are we? Pedophiles are running wild and children falling victim to. Claiming you a champion, but who is that conducive to? Everything is flipped around, so now a lie is true to you. Changing up the history, so now our youth is so confused. Pop a pill to get aroused, that's what they be preaching now. If you're not willing to conform, then quickly they'll come disavow. Have your life just pouring out, everybody's talking down, picking at your flesh, yeah, this is what it's really about. Man, we got problems now, liars in the government. Man, they'll take your life and act like it wasn't relevant. Man, protect the murderer, go on and blame the victim sick. Man, kids get abused, so how are they to blame?
Man, the U.S. is no longer united. We divided here. Trust me, everything that's happening is more than it appears. Smoke and mirrors, low-hanging fruit to keep us occupied. While behind closed doors, everything short of a genocide. Assassination stage to push agendas while they gentrify an entire nation, but they don't hear it. To them, the facts are lies. Fact of life, control the media so that the lies are facts. Threaten news channels with lawsuits so they can stay on track with the MAGA agenda. Make America wide. If we continue on this path, we may never see the light again.
Man, we got problems now, liars in the government. Man, they'll take your life and act like it wasn't relevant. Man, protect the murderer, go on and blame the victim sick. Man, kids get abused, so how are they to blame for it?
We went from dignified worldwide to self-indulgent here, from global respect to a national joke amongst our peers. Trump is a problem, there's more to it than you can see. Like the real people pulling strings behind the scenes, Geppetto style. They don't need a falling star to get a wish. White collar crimes and pardons, living luxury and bliss. Self-enrich, insider trading, controlling stocks and trades. Trillions made, destroying values just so they can get paid. A spade's a spade. Project 25 is a layout. Whitewash America while getting richer on the way out.
Man, we got problems now, liars in the government. Man, they'll take your life and act like it wasn't relevant. Man, protect the murderer, go on and blame the victim sick. Man, kids get abused, so how are they to blame for it? Assassinate your character, problematic for speaking true. No matter who you are, you show humanity, they turn on you. Rewriting history, I guess they trying to change your mind. Bringing back laws that's designed to keep people blind. Unfortunately, we had people dying in these wars for years. A corporation is what we living in, this is not a nation. Sick of pens, want you behind bars in them fields again. Claiming it's two sides to slavery, let that sink on in. Gave them homes, raped them no, fed their kids to gators though. Never won a war without their help, I cannot let it go. Man, we got problems now, liars in the government. Man, they'll take your life and act like it wasn't relevant. Man, protect the murderer, go on and blame the victim sick. Man, kids get abused, so how are they to blame for it?
Once again, that was Man from the Track Titans. That track was put together by my favorite producer, Maestro. Y'all know him as Big E, y'all. So give me La La D, I appreciate it. That's one of the first and few times that La La D has ever, I say, thrown some flames up on some music that I done played from the Track Titans. I really appreciate that. Means I am headed in the right direction. Say the King, you feeling that? You feeling that political stance that's going through that track now? That boy say Trump is the problem. Ladies and gentlemen, seeing that the floor is open, I just want to say, Napoleon Armstrong, I appreciate that. He said, that's fire. That's one of the few times that you done gave me some fire. Usually you say, you did all right, MC. That's all right, MC. I done got a fire from you too. I'm looking up. It's looking up tonight. It's looking up tonight. I guess what I want to get to since it's open, like I said, the floor is now open. You know, we you know how we do. We open up things. We start rolling on whatever comes to our mind. And I'm gonna say this: I've seen the child situation and the guy that got on for Chinese people, and he talked that noise about us boycotting. And I'm seeing a lot of black folks are getting upset. But the thing that I'm seeing the most are these women and sis. I don't want nobody to take this wrong, but I would prefer you guys are going in these stores and these people are accusing you of stealing. They calling y'all out, and y'all not stealing. My thing is, you making these videos and you complaining. While you complaining, give them their stuff back. Get your money back and go to a store that's going to respect you and your spending. Do not leave out of the store that accused you of stealing. Yeah, you raising hell and you making the video and you letting us know that that's how they are. But get them their stuff back, sisters. Give them their stuff back. Don't walk out of there with that crap after they accused you of stealing. Make them go to their register, return every single item. Take your money and your respect and your pride to another store. If you can find one that is going to respect you, because all these videos, to me, they just videos of a complaint, but you're not doing anything with your complaint except complaining. In the end, they're still winning because they disrespected you and they still got your money. You know what I'm saying? They still got your money. I'm very proud to say I have never been to one of their nail salons, and I stopped eating from their restaurants years ago. Now, I'm going to tell you something about that, Lala, which a lot of people don't know. But me as a youngster, I was prepared from the family, you know, that they were one of the groups that looked at us sideways. They might then put it in your face as blatantly as our brighter skinned counterparts, but they did have it. You know, one of the funniest things that I remember my brother was, me and Big E was talking about, Menace to Society kind of shined a light on it when they put that part in their movie about hurry up and buy, get out of store. That's not a joke. That is something that really takes place. That is something that I can honestly say I've seen them keeping an eye on things. You touch, you break, you buy. I've heard those words come out of a mother's mouth because you picked up something to inspect it to see if you want it. The first thing come out of their mouth is you touch, you break, you buy. So I'm going to say it again. If they disrespect you while you in their store buying something, and I'm not just talking Chinese, I'm talking Polish, I'm talking white, I'm talking Hispanic, I'm talking about anywhere that you go that you're spending your hard-earned dollars. Because let us not forget, the bulk of things brought in America comes from the strength of the black dollar. We have the worst spending habits, but we spend the most. We need to check ourselves. If you can find black-owned, and there are some black-owned spots that have good quality products, you need to start shopping around for them. But I appreciate you, Lala, saying you have never spent your money in one of their nail salons. You know, we might, and I can't blame all of them. Let me not paint that picture. I'm not blaming all of them, but for the most part, who was it that said it? I almost want to say it was Denzel. No, it was Muhammad Ali. When Muhammad Ali made the statement about 1,000 rattlesnakes coming down, and it's like 3 to 5 of them that are good snakes that wouldn't bite you. And they say, you know us, but you mixed in with a whole group. How do I determine which one of you won't bite me? So you always have to be on your toes, on your P's and Q's. You always have to be watching. If you got your children with you, your little ones, because a lot of those videos that I've been seeing, they have their children with them. So they're being disrespected to their faces with their children. That's the last thing you want your kids to be seeing, is you getting disrespected by somebody and you really don't have a win. Your biggest win, don't let anybody tell you don't have a win. Your biggest win is to pack your dollars up, give them their crap back, make sure that they give you every dime that's on their receipt that's supposed to be coming to you, and get up out of their store. Leave them with their stuff. Let them go back there and have to restock. Put that stuff back on the stocks. Our people have never, Napoleon Armstrong says, our people have never received reparations, but the orange idiot wants to give the fools who stormed the Capitol $2 billion of our dollars. Now, that's one of those things that you could bring up, because they're quick to say, we don't believe we should give blacks reparations, slaves reparations. And you hear not just the whites say that, you hear Hispanic people say, well, if y'all give reparations, look what would happen to us. And then you got this group that says, if y'all give reparations, look what happened to us. Well, the thing is, you're always quick to say, look what happened to you, but you downplay what happened to us. Now, what suffering did these people who ran up on the Capitol do that they deserve to be paid out? You get what I'm saying? Now, people say, we do a lot of fussing, you do a lot of complaining, but what would you do? What would your idea to slow down or stop racism be? Well, let me start off by saying this. One of the first things I would say we should do is the laws that we have in place, criminal laws. If John goes and breaks into a house or robs a store or murders someone, and James, who happens to be a little bright-skinned, does the same exact crime, there should be the same exact sentence. All these sentences, oh, this person get this much time, that person get this much time. I think that's a bunch of bull. I think murder should carry a certain sentence, and if you murder somebody, that's what you get. You don't get a chance to come home on parole. You don't get a chance to plea deal down to something smaller. I believe that if it carries 40 years, you should get 40 years. Simple and plain. All the laws should cover every aspect of every person in America the same. Let me just say the world. It should be the same way for everybody everywhere. You know what I'm saying? They always quick to say black on black crime. I'm sick of hearing about black on black crime, and I'm sick of hearing black people say black on black crime. Because if you really go and look at the numbers and the books, you will find out this. There's a such thing as white on white crime. You just don't name it that. White people get killed by white people on a faster and larger rate than they do getting killed by black people. Perfect example. When your kids get shot up at school, who done it? Most of the time it's an agitated white man who they say he was disturbed. But the same kind of black guy goes out and kills maybe a person or two, and he happens to really be mentally challenged. They want to throw the book at him or not even let him make it to the courtroom. I'm tired of hearing this nonsense about all the stuff that black people do when that's not really true. Mass murders. Who does those? I won't even put it out there. I'll just let you sit there and figure it out for yourself. You wiped out a bunch of people, sent them on a trail of tears, gave them smallpox just to see what would happen to them. We know it is history. It has been recorded that you did that to the black soldiers with the Tuskegee experiments. Acted like you were clearing them up with penicillin just to see how they would die with syphilis. And this was done by the government, which was run by and still run by Caucasians. And I'm not going to say any hateful thing. I'm only going to speak truthful fact things that they put in their books. And I've always said to myself, damn, if you did this much bad stuff, why would you record it? Why would you leave it around for people to find it so they can say, damn, y'all really messed up? But they are. And people complain about when we say, hey, we have it hard. We've had it hard, and it's been hard for years. People don't get it. It's not that they don't get it. They get it. They know what happened. But the problem is, it didn't happen to them, and they've been so dehumanized when it comes to things happening to other cultures that they don't give a damn. People say there's no such thing as white privilege. Well, let's just run through some things and see if it's white privilege or not. First of all, the Voting Act that had to take place because at one point, the only people that were allowed to vote were white men. Not even the white women were allowed to vote. Blacks most definitely were not allowed to vote. Is that privilege? Maybe not. Maybe I'm just looking too much into it. Maybe the fact that Yale, Harvard, these colleges that were invented when they first started off were not opening their doors to the darkies, the blacks, African Americans, for those who want to choose that term. Fact is, when you go down and roll through history and you really dig into it, you find out that there's a very bad side to the so-called good side. And I almost lost my noodle when I heard the senator, who was that? Not senator, the secretary say, well, there's both sides to slavery. We should teach both sides of that history. Well, what two sides should we talk about? The side that they were forced over here to do labor for free. And if they ran away from that so-said labor, they were hunted down like wild animals, brought back, beaten. Some of them lost limbs. Their women, their children, the females, I'm talking, raped. Some of the men raped, called buck breaking. These are the things that happen on both sides of that coin. But it is what it is. I'm just bringing out some facts because I am literally tired of hearing people say what black people haven't been through. Or we've done so much to help black people. We've been over backwards to help black people. If that was so, you change all the screwed up laws that you have. You get rid of the things that hang over our heads to keep us down. Damn pay for doing the same job for a black man and a white man, a white woman and a black woman, would garnish the same wages. There would not be a discrepancy or a disparity between the monies made by two of those colors. Food stamps, y'all, welfare, y'all, was not invented for the black household. It was invented for our bright-skinned counterparts. There have been documented really more welfare queens that happen to be bright-skinned, blue-eyed, and blonde-haired than there are Shaquishas and Shawanas. I'm just saying. So, as my brother Napoleon Armstrong says, who's the real domestic terrorist? And always have been. Oklahoma City bombing. Boom. We already know who that was. People that, it is starting to come out even more about the cannibalism that took place in the United States, how they boiled down Huey P. and drank and ate him. Am I seeing the right guy? Or maybe I'm, what's the guy that turned into the preacher? DeCane. I'm sorry to have to call your name, but I got to call your name. They boiled him down and took pieces of it and ingested this man. The Supreme Court just ruled to eliminate a black voting district in Alabama, giving those votes to the Republicans, essentially. Now I'm listening to the argument that they make about that, and they're saying black people aren't being disenfranchised. They can still vote. That Nat Turner, there you go. That's who I'm thinking about. They ate the man, drank the man. however you want to say, nasty. This is their history. It's not yours. And if you have to say it's part of ours, then you say we share that history, but it points at one side. That's the reason they want to make get rid of critical race theory. They don't want you to think about that. They don't want their kids growing up learning that this is what's in your DNA. They have no problems with trying to tell black people what's in their DNA, but honestly, this is what's made in their DNA. Made furniture out of his skin. Nat Turner, this is what they did. Ate him, made furniture out of his skin. Come on, people. And that's not the only time that there's recorded cannibalism by our counterparts. Make America Great Again refers to the era where we were slaves and had no voice/rights. When the first time MAGA came around, when he first showed up saying make America great again, black people should have asked in one single strong overriding voice, what does that mean? When was America great? And for who? If you're a Caucasian man, straight, as they like to say, straight Christian Caucasian man. America was great when the colonies were just 13, and blacks knew their place, and women knew their place. They'd just stand in the kitchen and make a meal, lay down in the bed and let me do whatever I need to do with her, and I'd go out and make money, hunt, and kill. And that only sounds great for 1% of that damn population. Until America actually looks at itself and make moves to really clean itself, it's going to be screwed up forever. We got a president that got more felonies than one can imagine. And he's president. He holds the highest job in the nation. And a bunch of sycophants that are standing in Congress and the Senate riding with him. And I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, you should go Democrat. Oh, you should go Republican. What I am willing to say is they all should be wiped clean. And when I say wiped clean, because I don't want anybody to say give a hate speech, they should be voted out. I don't believe that any senators or congressmen should be able to hold a job more than 2 terms, just like the president. They should all have to be rewashed out. And looking at the way the Supreme Court is rolling right now, I don't think they should be lifetime jobbers either. But I do agree with Jasmine Crockett when she says that there should be a few more justices added to the Supreme Court. Right now, all the justices pretty much have been put in by Republicans. And you see the long-term game that they've played. They're rewriting districts for voting. If you actually thought that the Republican Party was so strong and moral and so good, do you really have to change the playing field so you can get a better chance at the vote? I'm just asking. I am just asking. Rosewood, Philadelphia, etc. A lot of cannibalistic tendencies are recorded in the book, The Delectable Negro. Great book. Do y'all believe in the Christian God? If so, why? This is a question from Gil Cole. Gil Cole, this is what I will say about religion and God. I don't believe in religion. I do believe in God. Religion is the thing that end up splitting off into Catholic, Roman Catholic, Catholicism, Christianity, things like that. If you read the book, I can't find anywhere where it says you have to be a Christian, have to be a Buddhist. What you need to do is be close, understand God, learn that. Religion is part of why things are messed up. I won't bash too hard on it because I'll have Christians going crazy. I'll have Catholics going crazy. I have all these people going crazy, all because the person speaking their mind. I'm not speaking hate anybody. I'm not speaking hate anything. I'm just pointing out things that you really should look at to make you have a better argument when people say, well, what about when black people do this in the neighborhood? They tear up their neighborhoods. Well, what about when the districts are written and the money is sent to that state and that state only spends money in the rich neighborhoods? Have you ever noticed when you drive around in your car and you look at the gas in the poorer, impoverished neighborhoods, how it could be, and this is true numbers here, it could be $4.75 in the poor neighborhood, and you go to a neighborhood where they figure that the people are doing a little bit better and they got a little bit more money, be $4, $3.98. Why is the gas a different price in the poor neighborhood than it is in the rich neighborhood? How is it possible that a Circle K or a Shell could have different prices for their gas at different neighborhoods? Oh, somebody will say that's because that Circle K is owned by somebody else and not the company. Well, if you're using the name and you're using the gas, then the price should be the same across the board. The same way McDonald's say you got to make the quarter pounder the same at this store, no matter where it is in the United States, that's the way gas should be. It shouldn't be a different price in different neighborhoods. It shouldn't be $3.49 on this corner and you ride down the block and just because you crossed over that invisible line that they wrote up, it's $3.89 opposed to $3.50. That's all I'm saying. Gil Cole said the Bible has too many contradictions for me to believe in it. Well, what I will say about that, sir, is it's not that the Bible had the contradictions. It's the fact that people have taken things out of the Bible that they deemed too dangerous for you to have. You know, the Bible's supposed to have a certain amount of books in it. Certain amount of books are missing. And then they tell you, oh, we don't have these in there because they weren't really. Who gave you the power to say you should do that? But I'm not going to go on to that because, like I said, you know, people do get uncomfortable and it will bother them. I know it can be an uncomfortable subject, but I respect people's views. I respect people's views too when they are willing to look at all of the facts laid in front of them. Like I said, only thing that got me on this rant is most of the time when black people make a complaint about an injustice being done, the first thing somebody from another group, another culture jumps up and says, well, what about us? What about this? What about that? Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Well, let's think about pulling ourselves up by the bootstraps. Remember the farms that seem to be losing all of their workers because ICE was running everybody out of town? Well, who did they think was going to come over there and work? Now, I saw a farmer gentleman of the brighter skinned race say he has a farm, he has a couple of other businesses, one of them that's online and some other business. The farm work is too hard for him to keep up with, so he's going to close down the farm so he can concentrate on his online business and his other business. How are you a farmer and you don't know how to farm, let alone say that the farm work is too hard? Who did you think was going to come and farm for you? You got rid of your Hispanic, or you should I say you voted for a guy who ran off your work. But I really truly believe dog whistles that people didn't hear. These farmers and these people that had land actually thought that the colored folk were going to come back. I even heard, I believe it was John F. Kennedy Jr., the guy with the messed up voice, say something to the fact of black children who seem to be troubled should have to go and work on the farms to help reparent them. Not troubled children, black children. Not white troubled children and black troubled children. Black children should go work on the farms so they can be reparented. And when the question was asked to him, these people lie so much because you said this in front of a microphone on the camera, and then he says, "Oh, I didn't say that." Then they tell him, "Well, we got the proof." "Oh, well, I need to see it." What the hell you need to see it for? You know you said it. You know you said it. But I guess the biggest thing I'm trying to say is to my brothers and sisters, don't keep accepting the disrespect. If you're in a store and you're gonna make a video about you giving them their stuff back and getting your money back and going to another store. Don't get belligerent. Don't throw your hands up and act all out of control and uncouth, because they're waiting for that. They just want any excuse to be able to come in and get violent with you and physical with you and try to hurt you and take you to jail and trump up charges and make it seem like you were just out of control. Don't do that. If you're at the swimming pool and one of them come up, what do you live here? Politely just not answer them. Because they get, foolish people, you don't give them no answer. Who they going to argue with? Long as they keep their hands to themselves, because I'm not going to tell you to let somebody come on and slap one cheek, turn the other cheek. The time for getting cheek slapped and turned, that's already done and over with. But what I am saying is, keep your couth about yourself, keep your stability about yourself, think before you make a move, so you will know you can walk away from it alive and uncharged. The police are coming at you sideways. They're going to always do that. All I can tell you is handle it the best way you can. Cox person going to be talking crazy and out of line. Now, I'm not saying you got to say yes, sir, and no, sir, because you don't have to do that at all. You can say yeah, no, however, you can answer clear, cut, straight and to the point. Now, if you got pulled over, if you were speeding, you got your license and all that, show that crap to them so you can get it over with. Take your ticket and be gone. But when it comes to spending your money or being in the neighborhood, being on your ground, oh, do you live here? You know what? Politely take your key out your pocket, walk in your house and slam your door. And if they stay out there too long looking, call the police and tell them somebody's out there peeking through your windows and making you nervous, and you got children. And you don't know what this maniac is out there doing and looking for. Just think back to our government and Epstein and the young ladies that went through what they went through, and look at the fight that they are giving to turn over files of pedophiles. But the reason they don't want to give up the files, I'll tell you, because it's connected to a lot of big names of people that we look at every day that's supposed to be making laws and making lives better for us. They're part of that scandalous, nasty circle. I ain't saying I'm no angel. I ain't saying I'm no saint. But what I am saying is, I respect human life and the life of others, and I wouldn't do none of the stuff that has been laid out before my brothers and sisters that we had to go through. And I ain't just whistling Dixie. I got brothers and sisters. My brothers and sisters are old. When I was born right after they could start drinking out of the same water fountain. So I know, I'm not just talking about something that came out of a book. I know that my brothers and sisters had to drink out of different water fountains. I know that my brothers and sisters couldn't go into certain buildings and eat. I know my brothers and sisters, my mother and father had to go through different things. I know this. These are family stories that have been passed up that ain't no 100 years ago. You hear what I said? This ain't no 100-year ago stories that I'm talking about. We're talking less than 60 years ago. And they telling you that racism don't exist? Some of the people that wrote laws are still dealing with our lawmaking today that put us in a bad situation. With that, I'm going to go ahead and roll over to another song dropped to us by the Track Titans. And I'll come back right after and we'll talk a little bit more on what's going on in today's climate. This song is called I'm Like by the Track Titans. Ride with me.
Let's ride. Huh. 10 toes down, was stuck in that paper. Riding real clean, was stunting on haters. She said, come through, I'm like, yeah, later. Y'all know what it is when the player say later. Like, on my grind, got no time for hoe. Like, on my school, let nothing get close. Like, can't stop fighting till they let go. Like, one door closed, I'll kick 4 more. I understand. A lot of people out here won't get me. Yet here I be playing on the spot where the whole world can hit me. Please understand, everything I lay down gon' be tight. I can turn that left into a right, make a dike turn into a plumber chasing that pipe. It'll make a mumble over words I say. Got me stumbling over the words they write. Even though they claim to be using a third eye, soon you'll see they have no sight. Running over these tracks like Saquon Barkley, throwing it deep like Jalen Hurts. They say that the MZ can't touch down, so tell me why they raising their skirt. Like, one door closed, I'll kick 4 more. Like, on my school, let nothing get close. Like, can't stop fighting till they let go. Like, on my grind, got no time for hoe. Lights, cameras, action. Making money, got haters reacting. Or you thinking that you got a lick, better think about it before you be in the casket. That could be drastic, now they be asking, who the hell that sent the assassin? It's a lot of crying and screaming and crying, cause killers got blasted, that was their passion. I ain't never been the one to come hate on, even though they was the ones to come hate on. Now they gotta wait around to see what it is that I will be raised. And all of that talking they doing don't move me. Better believe this ain't a movie. Better be hoping your people are praying when I come through, I don't pursue that.
Big ZD be laying low, the apostle. Most niggas up in this bitches imposters. Half of them hoes, they ride with gobblers. Dipping my lobsters, exotic sauces. Hollywood bosses, never take losses. Several hundred horses leaving you nauseous. Hit the gas, ain't no way we gon' pause it. Run it up to them bags and scoff it. I'm the one that people came to see. I'm the one that people claim to be. I'm the one that people mainly flee. I'm the one that people aim at G. Most of them niggas is missing, I glisten. All I need is a pot in the kitchen. Front to back, independent suspension. Wrist whipping like a compass transmission. Never stopping, that's the only mission. Get it done, ain't no need to be wishing. Step strong, hold your dirt, no flinching. All my killers back, didn't I mention? Say the word, red rubber's the order. If the tells you die, flipping the quarter. There it is, nigga, now you a martyr. I guess today was your last tomorrow.
That was I'm Like by the Track Titans, and we are back on Musically Zone Talks Boxing. We are on the part of the segment where we just open up the floor and we speak about things on the truth. My boy, Police Associations, aka the Kane, said, I like this joint. I appreciate that, my brother. I appreciate that. As you see, I haven't played one song twice, and I've been going down the list. We on like number 15 to 16. I got a nice little lineup for you guys. We're going to keep on going through as we're going through. Napoleon Armstrong says still segregated proms in GA, which is a very pitiful thing. Just like the pitifulness that's going on in Mississippi and how they have changed over and taken away seats from certain members, rewrote the maps for certain members so they can get things. But what I was saying is, it hasn't been 100 years ago that a lot of the racism that we see and face today, it hasn't been 100 years. Like I said, it's been 60 years, some less. I'm 55, so there's your perfect number. I was born the year after. Like I said, the year after, blacks could share the water fountain. Blacks can use the same bathroom. Blacks can go to the same buildings to get food. No more of that Oh, you want to get something to eat? Take that boy around to the back door and pick up something from the kitchen. No more of that. People realize that your dollar is what they need to become great. And if you just put in your mind that you stand a better chance to send your kid to college and not theirs, then you'll start getting smacked right. You hurt them. You hurt a racist by hitting their pockets. And they've told you time and time again, and I'm not going to say you, they've told us time and time again that the black dollar is powerful. The only reason it's not powerful for us because it stays in our neighborhoods less than 3 seconds. The minute you get it, you're quick to let it go. We don't call ourselves trying to save. It's always the next chain. It's always the next pair of Nikes. It's always the next what's his name, Tom Ford or Tommy Hilfiger or one of these names. And these people don't even like you. They love your money, but they don't even like you. At one point, Tommy Hilfiger felt he was so big, he came out and said he didn't even want you buying this stuff. What's the other, Dolce & Gabbana or whatever his name is, the one that make the bags, that was like, they don't even want you buying, they didn't want our women buying their bags. Don't buy my purses. Crap like that people let their mouths open up and say, and get them in wrecks. Like there was a principal. I saw a clip today. I can't remember exactly what I saw it on. It was a principal that she started the school. She started the school from, I think, 7th to 12th grade, maybe kindergarten to 12th grade. And they were doing a graduation, and she got so into herself that she dismissed the crowd before the valedictorian got a chance to make the speech. So naturally, when you dismiss the crowd, people start getting up to leave. She jumps on the microphone and say, oh, it is so disrespectful. And look at all the people that's leaving, all the black people. Well, when she said that, the place erupted and everybody kind of lost it. They didn't start throwing chairs or cussing or anything like that. But you can tell that they were upset about it. So it got to the point that the news picked it up. And, you know, she tried to double down on it because she did some interviews where she was like, oh, I'm sorry. The devil made me do it. The devil was in that place, and it made me say, look at the black people. The black people are being disrespectful. Look at all the black people leaving. These are the words that came out of her mouth. Now, one thing my mom used to say when you get in trouble is, I'm sorry. Yeah, you are sorry. You're sorry for the fact that you got caught. What it is, people, you know, they're starting to get comfortable in thinking that they can get away with certain things because who the president is, who the people in Congress are, how things are getting to be slid and they letting things slide right now. You got a president can grab them by the nookie and go inside the pageant because, you know, I'm the one that run. I'm the one that's putting on the pageant. I can go in there and inspect the ladies. He's telling you he done walked into this place with these young ladies that are naked, and he in there gogging and gaggling at them and looking at them like some crazed dog. And this is our president. This is the person that stands in front of the rest of the world and represents you and me. Now, I say to my brothers and sisters, hey, why don't we start looking for a candidate? You know, we got people that you can look into that's in politics that you can say, hey, maybe we should endorse this person. And yes, it's a chance that we can put somebody in there and they can get power drunk and they can end up going the wrong direction. Well, that's the great thing about being able to vote. You vote them in, you can vote them out. But I'm going to tell you now that the way that they redistrict things and change things up, it's going to be hard now. The fight that we're going to start having is going to be a lot harder, and the hill is going to be a lot steeper because of the things that they have changed and how they entrenched themselves into making things harder for us. You got gas that's going up and down, with your food prices that are going up and down, with a man that claimed that he was going to lower the prices, and people hate They hate the black plight so much that they'd rather eat trash and say that this man is doing a good job other than to say that they were wrong and to go ahead and say, hey, maybe we did wrong, you guys. But they're scared that if we get power, and I'm just going to keep it real, they think that we're going to do what they did to us. Because if they didn't think things were so bad, if they truly didn't think that things that were so bad, think things were so bad, they wouldn't have a problem with us having an even playing field. They wouldn't have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like with fighting. You know, I can whoop this dude. It don't matter if he got this many pounds or whatever. We finna fight, and I'm gonna show y'all what it is. But when you know that you wrong on the cool, you're afraid to let a chance of something happening where you think you're gonna get done wrong because you know how much wrong has been doled out, how much protection you have received. And I'm going to take my complexion for protection back because, yes, I was the first person to say that. I wrote it on Boxing Ego. He read it, and the rest of them started running with it. But let it be known that I came out with complexion of protection because I got it from my big brother because it was something that they were saying back in his time before 1970. It's an old folks saying. But that's the only reason they don't want to act. They act like they tired and they want to say, oh, it was not as bad as it thought, bad as you kind of making it seem. But if it really wasn't as bad as we making it seem, they wouldn't be redistricting and rewriting so the votes would be harder for you to get your candidate in. They wouldn't be coming up with different laws and different ways to trip you up if that was the fact. But they don't want to face the pain that they think that we're going to inflict on them. But to be honest, I haven't met a black person in my whole life that was like, if we ever get in power, I'm willing to do this to these other people. I've never heard any of us talk like that. But you have heard it come from the other side, and it's like, damn, y'all already got power. Why you want to inflict more pain? If y'all feel like I'm stepping too far, y'all let me know in the chat. But if I ain't going far enough, let me know in the chat. I'm just, you know, getting it off my chest because I'm tired of hearing other people say they're tired of hearing about the black plight. We should pull ourselves up from our bootstraps. But tell those farmers that who are running around talking about we can't get none of the farm work done. Oh, you a farmer and you don't know how to do none of your stuff? Nothing? Come on now. That's sad. But that goes to the point. You're so used to somebody else doing it. Savages, they call us. Savages. Only savages I've ever seen in the history books are the people that came over here and started destroying and killing the natives to any land. You name it, they go plunder and pilfer, rape and murder. And I don't have to point them out. You pick up your history books because they so proud of their history and how they feel like they became till they wrote everything down. And now that enough people are starting to say that's some real messed up stuff y'all was doing. Now it's starting to be an embarrassment and they want to take it out to history books. They want to change up the history books. They want to rewrite history. But let's be real. America started from a bunch of unwanteds from England. The Queen and the King did not want you there anymore. So they kicked y'all out. Y'all came over here and look what happened. America is just a big treason place that went against the king and the queen. Brag about the Boston Tea Party. When that war started, it was a black man who died first. A lot of people don't know that history. Everything that you can claim that our Caucasian counterparts have done, there is 5 to 6 to 15 to 20 brothers and sisters that got it started. They are uneducated and ill-informed. But I'm going to take that back and say they are educated, just ill-informed. The education they've been given is not 100% fact and true. So once again, I'm going to say, walk with some pride, keep your head up, stop letting these people disrespect you, but use your brain, your common sense. Don't get angry, don't get violent, don't get physical. Because that's what they want you to do, so they can hold it against you and say, see, I told you that's how they was going to act. But when you beat them with your brain, they can't mess with that. They can't take that. Like I said, you go in the store and they accuse you of stealing, give them their stuff back. Give them every bit of it back. For as long as it took you to stand in the, because one thing, go to the register where a person has to ring up everything. That way, one, they can't accuse you of stealing. Why you going to the grocery store and working for the grocery store or working for Walmart or anywhere that they got self-checkout? You got to walk through the store to find the stuff you want. Then you get up there and you got to check yourself out and then bag your own stuff and then get accused of stealing after you just spent $300-$400. No, go through the store, fill your buggy up. You ain't in no big hurry. And if you are, then don't go to the store when you don't have time. Go to the store when you got time. Get your stuff, go through the line, and make the cashier do their job. They get paid for it. Let them scan every item. Let them bag your stuff up. Let them put it in the bag. And if you're feeling frisky that day, tell them to double bag everything. Quit working. You already worked hard for the money. Don't go in there and work hard to get your groceries and have to pack them up and put them all in there. Because if you take it to the register and make them run your stuff, then how can they accuse you of stealing? I'm just saying, there's different ways to the game that you can go ahead and get what you need. Now, some people will be like, well, I'm in a hurry, MZ. Okay, you're in a hurry. I understand. But I'm just giving you a way to dodge the chance of them running up on you saying, oh, did you pay for that? Because if you come from a line where they got the register, then it ain't need for you to be asking about, can I see your receipt? For what? You just seen me leave that register where a person was checking me out. Now, if you feel like I stole something, then they must be in cahoots with me. So let's go over there and talk to them too. But they're not going to do that. And most of the people that we see making the videos that's getting accused of stealing are going through the self-checkout line. You spending $300-$400 to go through a self-checkout line? Why are you working hard to get your groceries? Why are you bagging your own stuff? You spend $300, $400 on groceries and stuff like that. Why are you bagging it up? Why are you ringing it up? It's not easier. That's not easier. One, you're stopping somebody else from making some money. You are doing somebody else's job and you're not getting paid. You are actually paying the grocery store, Walmart, Target, or wherever you go to have self-checkout. You are paying them to shop. You're not paying for the merchandise that you went and shop for. You're literally paying them to get your stuff, put it in a bag, and then leave. You're paying for that. And then you're going to go in there and work to do it. Nah, not me. I'm going to the register every time. Even if it's just a stick of gum or a candy bar, some toothpaste, a toothbrush, a razor, I'm going up there and check me out. You work your wrist across the scanner 100 times, 200 times, 300. That's what your job is here for. That's what you're here for. You're not finna work the hell out of me. I just got off a 12-hour shift working hard for my money. So I can get ready to go out the door and one of y'all catch your hair up your ass and decide to accuse me of stealing. Now, the fight is different when you're walking through a neighborhood that they claim you shouldn't be there because you're walking. They running up on you. You know you ain't got to win if the police ran up on you talking about what you're doing in this neighborhood. Tell them where I'm on my way to such and so and so. The quicker you can get them answers, get up out your business, the less likely they stand a chance of trying to do something evil to you. Because the more that you show them you're educated and you're smart and you're not scared, the more agitated and angry they get, and the more likelihood you stand a chance of getting hurt. My boy say, not my bro. I'm at self-checkout getting out quick. Not me. I'm just saying, bro, I feel what you're saying, but most of the videos, when you look at them complaining about getting accused of being stealing, they're coming from the self-checkout line. They just spend all that money to come through the self-checkout line for somebody to accuse them of stealing. And then it's a big argument that ensues. Most of the time, these people call the police on you. Most of the time, the police show up because it's the business and the people work there. They usually side with them. Now you're going through a whole bunch of extra bullshit and you're getting disrespected all in the time of going through it. The reason I'm saying I'm going through the line because I'm going to make them work. That's what you got this job for, to be a cashier. So cashier my stuff across the scanner, down the little conveyor belt, pick it up, and don't be slamming my eggs and stuff in the bag, and don't be putting the milk on top of my eggs. Bag my eggs by themselves and double bag them. And matter of fact, I need double bags for anything. And let me see if I got some coupons like my Caucasian counterparts do, so I can get some dollars taken off. That, to me, that's how you keep them from saying, "Can I see your receipt, sir?" Oh, did you pay for that? If I didn't pay for it, it's their fault. Because everything in my basket is right here for them to see. I put everything up on the conveyor line for them to run it on down the line. But I feel you, DeCane. You know, everybody don't have time. He said, I'm at self-checkout getting out quick. But like I said, I ain't going to the store when I got to be in a hurry. I'm going to the store when I can take my time. And if they jump, excuse me, sir, you walking, you know, people say that you was looking suspect because I'm walking through the store, pushing my basket. But I know what you want to do. You want to come over here and feel on me and touch on my buttocks and rub my legs and stuff to make sure I ain't holding no weapon, or I ain't put an extra pair of drawers in my pants or in my pocket. I got some socks stuffed up under my arm. Is that what you're looking for? And when you go through that and they find out that you ain't got nothing, that's when you politely say, you know what? I'm going to leave all this stuff right here. If you haven't went through the line already, and I'm going to go somewhere else. Exactly. Last thing I played was I'm Like by the Track Titans. We've been riding pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and hit you with a couple right now. This one is called On My Own. It's by Oddball, featuring MZ.
I never had to help, I had to get it on my own. All by myself, look, I did it on my own. The undefeated champ and I'm sitting on the throne. Crown on my head, I would never be the throne. I never had to help, I had to get it on my own. All by myself, look, I did it on my own. The undisputed champ and I'm sitting on the throne. Crown on my head, I would never be the throne.
1326 musically zone. MZ, yeah, the name stitched on the throne. Shake 'em off, no hold on. Put a stranglehold on any rapper thinking they can come and move on. Shine like a bright light, man. Got them sick cause I spit and I don't write. A lot of rappers hate me, why? Cause they can't be cold when it's time to explode on the daily. Pause for a sec, go on, catch your breath now. I'm gonna shut down everything if they try to reply. Make them and their fan base bow to the throne. That's the late DMX said, let's get it on. I'm a legend like KR, Rakim and Chuck D. Big Daddy Kane, Kool Moe and Cool G. Huh? Biggie, Pimp C and Bun B, Ice Cube, LL and Run DMC. Run DMC.
I never had to help, I had to get it on my own. All by myself, look, I did it on my own. The undefeated champ and I'm sitting on the throne. Crown on my head, I would never be the throne. I never had to help, I had to get it on my own. All by myself, look, I did it on my own. The undisputed champ and I'm sitting on the throne. Crown on my head, I would never be the throne. They doubted me, counted me out. That's why I can't afford to take a loss. Came right back up when I fell off. Did it on my own, I had to be strong. wasn't out foot. I didn't trip. I never felt the need to go off script. Most people that ride with you jump off ship. When things go wrong, they disappear. Did it on my own, had no fear. Made it this long, I'm glad I'm still here. Throughout all the years, the grays in my beard, the blood, sweat, and tears. I'm seeing things clear. The hate I received, the love I didn't get. The people talking bad about me like I was a shit. This is my story, my book. I bought a crook that they always overlook. I never had the help, I had to get it on my own. All by myself, look, I did it on my own. The undefeated champ and I'm sitting on the throne. Crown on my head, I would never be the throne. I never had the help, I had to get it on my own. All by myself, look, I did it on my own. The undisputed champ and I'm sitting on the throne. Crown on my head, I would never be the throne. Hop in, let's ride. I'm about to take you into my mind. There's no kin or no friend that I depend on. God got mine at all times, except when it's a crime. That's why I gotta go repent sometimes to be a better person. I'm trying, and that's the honest truth. I'm not lying, this is common sense, not science. They tried to sell me bullshit, but I wasn't buying. This is common sense, not science. They tried to sell me bullshit, but I wasn't buying. I never had the help, I had to get it on my own. All by myself, look, I did it on my own. The undefeated champ and I'm sitting on the throne. Crown on my head, I would never be the throne. I never had the help, I had to get it on my own. All by myself, look, I did it on my own. The undisputed champ and I'm sitting on the throne. Crown on my head, I would never be the throne.
We are back, we are back, we are back. And I appreciate you all riding with me. I went on my little rant. And I apologize to those if I have touched on some subjects, but I try not to disrespect anything or anybody. But I am just showing a little black pride and a little black sensitivity. And I love our people. And remember when I told y'all, quick change of the subject, that my wife had went out there and started a fight with the ants in the backyard? Well, let me tell y'all how that fight is going on lately. First of all, I feel like the ants went next door to the neighbors because I seen a long trail of ants coming from the neighbor's yard to our yard. I don't know if they combined forces because they didn't look like they was fighting. And the ants have cut out like a full square yard of my backyard. I had just got it to start going green. Now she went out there and poured some hot boiling water down their little thing. They came back with a vengeance. She went out there and poured some hot bleach water, some kind of soap detergent. And now we got a whole bunch of ants out there running around. It seemed like when I go out there, they not out there. But the minute she steps out the house, a bunch of ants is running around doing their thing. My boy play association, DeCane. He said that sound like a joint that used to come on Rap City in the early 90s. Dang, you just shot us back to the early 90s with that one. That's my boy Oddball that came up with that. He's a cat from California, pretty cool dude. I like hanging out. But I'm gonna have to ask y'all got any tips? Because like I said, my wife and these ants is at war. It looked like they didn't call scorpions and spiders, all kind of stuff. Because when we go outside now, the scorpions standing at the front door talking about, yeah, we came here to talk to Miss Wallace. The spiders is standing on the corner of the house waiting around talking about, yeah, we here to talk to Miss Wallace. We hear she got a problem with insects. I don't know what's going on, but I told her I'm gonna have to get her a helmet and some kind of protective gear and let her go out there and get on. Because, man, I'm telling you, they ate a full square yard of my yard. I mean, went out there and they literally cut the grass. You go out there and look at it, it's just a big brown spot, sand. They ate up the grass, ate it up. Okay, so with that being said, you know, get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 11 songs left. I don't think we're gonna be able to get through all of them because I feel like we ought to hit y'all with Man one more time. We started around 6:45-ish. It is now what, 9:58? We've been going for a good strong 3 hours and 13 minutes. I done almost set a record for myself. So I'm gonna hit y'all with Man one more time. I'm going to say my gracious thank yous to everybody. I don't think I'm going to come back and speak again. I'm going to try to roll down the music and let it go down. Wait a minute. My boy DeCane said rice messes ants up, don't it? I don't know. I do not know. I'm gonna have to check. I'm gonna have to check that out because I'm at the point now. I'm like, I'm gonna just go to the store and buy some kind of poison to go out there and see if I can't get rid of them. But that's the first time I ever heard rice doing something to the ants. My first time ever. Champ Ross, I wanted to get at you because I know that High Noon is your favorite song. Problem that I haven't played High Noon for you is because for some reason I can't find it in my library anymore. I'm going to have to see if Big E or anybody has a copy of High Noon. I would greatly appreciate if you get it to me so I can put it back into my library. And when I say it is missing, I mean the original version that we created is missing. There is a remix that is there, but I just can't find it. Yeah, because they eat it and explode when it expands. Oh wow, I didn't know that. But will they get it to the queen quick enough? Or do she got some testers like, you know, kings and queens from back in the day? Hey, taste this and make sure it ain't poison. Do she got some of them? Or are they gonna just take it to her and let her go ahead and blow up with it? I don't know. Ortho might work better though. Okay, I need something. Throw out some ant bait and you will be okay. Okay, y'all know Big E at one point, he used to be exterminated. He used to come and tell me about how he loved to be on the hunt. He'd be out there hunting down the insects, finding their nests, and breaking them off something proper like. Because right now, I don't even want to take a picture of my yard to show y'all because of that ugly spot. Because I do have grass. Remember I showed y'all the grass, but it's growing. I got greenery out there. I can go out there and cut the yard, and it looks nice. So with that being said, I thank you. If anybody has a copy of High Noon, I'd be very much in your debt. Hell, I'll even buy it from you. I'll buy it at the price of $5 for one song. Y'all know you usually buy a song for 99 cents on the internet. So if anybody has a copy of High Noon, let me know. I'll shoot you $5. You shoot me a copy of that song so I can get it back in rotation for my brother Champ Ross. And with that being said, I'm gonna pick up on man. I'm gonna be at my adieus and my goodbyes to you all. Give y'all much love because I appreciate it. You could have been anywhere else, but you chose to spend your time with me. So I'm gonna go ahead and let some music play. I might come in there. I'm gonna come in every once in a while, let you know who it is and what it's from. But we're gonna hit y'all one more time with man and see how it go. Thank you for being here. If you're gonna burn out on me, go ahead and say peace as you go out and see. So ain't High Noon on Spotify? Yeah, it should be. Lala D says flames and everything. Appreciate the love, y'all. Thank you once again. I feel like tonight was a good show. We got some good talking in on boxing. I appreciate everything. Everything. Thank you. And one more time, here we go. Man.
Got money for a war, but yet the poor cannot go eat for free. She is he is she, them are they, so who are we? Pedophiles are running wild and children falling victim to. Claiming you a champion, but who is that conducive to? Everything is flipped around, so now a lie is true to you. Changing up the history, so now our youth is so confused. Pop a pill to get aroused, that's what they be preaching now. If you're not willing to conform, then quickly they'll come disembowel. Have your life just pouring coming out. Everybody's talking down, picking at your flesh. Yeah, this is what it's really about. Man, we got problems now. Liars in the government. Man, they'll take your life and act like it wasn't relevant. Man, protect the murderer. Go on and blame the victim sick. Man, kids get abused, so how are they to blame?
Man, the U.S. is no longer united. We divided here. Trust me, everything that's happening is more than it appears. Smoke and mirrors, low-hanging fruit to keep us occupied. While behind closed doors, everything short of a genocide. Assassination stage and puts agendas while they gentrify an entire nation, but they don't hear it. To them, the facts are lies. Fact of life, control the media so that the lies are facts. Threaten news channels with lawsuits so they can stay on track with the MAGA agenda. Make America wide. If we continue on this path, we may never see the light again.
Man, we got problems now. Liars in the government. Man, they'll take your life and act like it wasn't relevant. Man, protect the murderer. Go on and blame the victim sick. Man, kids get abused, so how are they to blame for it?
We went from dignified worldwide to self-indulgent here, from global respect to a national joke amongst our peers. Trump is a problem. There's more to it than you can see. Like the real people pulling strings behind the scenes, Geppetto style. They don't need a falling star to get a wish. White collar crimes and pardons, living luxury and bliss. Self-enrich, insider trading, controlling stocks and trades. Trillions made, destroying values just so they can get paid. Spades a spade. Project 25 is the layout. Whitewash America while getting richer on the way out.
Man, we got problems now. Liars in the government. Man, they'll take your life and act like it wasn't relevant. Man, protect the murderer. Go on and blame the victim sick. Man, kids get abused, so how are they to blame for it? Assassinate your character, problematic for speaking true. No matter who you are, you show humanity, they turn on you. Rewriting history, I guess they trying to change your mind. Bringing back laws that's designed to keep people blind. Unfortunately, we had people dying in these wars for years. A corporation is what we living in, this is not a nation. Sick of pens, want you behind bars in them fields again. Claiming it's two sides to slavery, let that sink on in. Gave them homes, raped them though, fed their kids to gators though. Never won a war without their help, I cannot let it go. Man, we got problems now. Liars in the government. Man, they'll take your life and act like it wasn't relevant. Man, protect the murderer. Go on and blame the victim sick. Man, kids get abused, so how are they to blame for it?
Next song we got coming up is called Coming Out the Trenches. Some of you might remember it. It was produced by my partner Z. This is another track tight in production. Let's get into it.
Coming out the trenches.
Dolo, Big Pen, El Dolo on the beat. That's somebody. Yeah. Hopping out the 2-4, C7 Weezy. This shit really hard, I just make it look easy. My game slow fishing, float like a butterfly, stretch like inches. I hear a lot of talk, but ain't too many from the trenches. Hard step hard, lost 69, swole up. Them hoes used to pass me by, now they like, hold up. Truck black wax, look like a battered fruit oil. Expedition leather, remember you a 2-star. Shit, I got 2 cars that I ain't even drove yet. You might use one, come through and spray your whole set. No bet, so be taking on the way out. I'ma win either way, so I'ma let it play out. Don't bring them K's out, let them hoes blaze out. If you really real, go and close them niggas' days out. You can't sit back and let it linger, cause if you do my ninja, they gon' snatch you like a zinger.
Coming out the trench, coming out the trenches, coming out the trench, coming out the trenches, coming out the trench, coming out the trenches, coming out the trenches. Better get their ass some braille if they claiming they can't see. They don't really need their eyes when they focusing on them Z. Blow a blunt and sip a fifth about it. Have them straight up sick about it. Sitting on the throne waiting for them to come click about it. Treat them like the ashes on the blunt, gon' flick them out. If wanted to go hard to come through and straight trick them out it. Pistol talking, damn Z, gon' make me handy. They talking too much, please let me show them they some pansies. Raised by some killers, so killer talk don't move me. Just saying, then squeeze a new scene from a movie. make their brains hang from the things that I will bring. Started at the bottom, now I'm standing on the top, man. Coming out the trench, coming out the trenches. Coming out the trench, coming out the trench. They said, MZ, take another lap. I'm like, okay, let's go. When everything is going right, expect a quick left, bro. I've seen a lot of souls get sold before the cash roll. I tried to warn them about it, but they always tell me hush, bro. It seems they forgot. Yeah, I moved in these streets. Yeah, I stood on the cuts, and I always had heat. And I stood up in the kitchen, whipped it up so I can change. When I went away to college to put an edge on this thing. Coming out the trench, coming out the trenches. Coming out the trench, coming out the trenches. Coming out the trench. We smooth with that. Niggas get to tripping on the block, we cool with that. If you really got a problem, we can deal with that. But don't be crying to you people when we bring shit back. We smooth with that. Niggas get to tripping on the block, we cool with that. If you really got a problem, we can deal with that. But don't be crying to you people when we bring shit back.
I spit real to the bullshit. Average niggas can't handle that. It's not my fault they fuck niggas. This nigga burning candles black? What the fuck is that? Who these niggas trying to be? Whatever you do, keep them niggas away from me. And I'ma leave it there. Now back to the realest shit. Big E dropping that heat. Where you been with this? The apex predator shit coming together, bro. If you want to step to this shit, reset your schedule. Ain't none of your bets hedgeable. Woo! Ain't none of your words legible. When I catch you with this bat, your legs won't be leggable. You'll be in the wheelchair, moving like vegetables. But not the kind you eat, the kind you get rewarded with for fucking around in the streets. Yeah, bitch, I'm the la-di-da. Step through, boop, boop, black Adidas. It's a shame that he didn't see the lime green dot. Lit his ass like a suite of the finest lot. Got him slipping at the light about 9 o'clock. Nigga never got a chance to text his moms and pop. I'm almost home.
We smooth with that. Niggas get to tripping on the block, we cool with that. If you really got a problem, we can deal with that. But don't be crying to you people when we bring shit back. We smooth with that. Niggas get to tripping on the block, we cool with that. If you really got a problem, we can deal with that. But don't be crying to you people when we bring shit back. Pressure then or pressure now. Niggas always talking down. Hit him like the Exorcist and spin his head completely round. Talking like some giants, yeah, I guess they think they standing tall. Till I came up in his piece and hit him like some fentanyl. Looking strange when facing truth, cause fantasy is how they live. Drop a lick into their lap and surely they can't handle it. Put them down, bring them food, teach them what they should do. Before it's all over, watch them turn and straight up hate on you. We smooth with that. Niggas get to tripping on the block, we cool with that. If you really got a problem, we can deal with that. But don't be crying to you people when we bring shit back. We smooth with that. Niggas get to tripping on the block, we cool with that. If you really got a problem, we can deal with that. But don't be crying to you people when we bring shit back.
Yeah, that man said your legs won't be leggable. That's right, DeCane. That's what he said, man. Your legs won't be leggable. We're going to go ahead and roll into OG Stash. We've been keeping it popping tonight. I appreciate y'all listening as we keep it going. Like I said, we're going into OG Stash. Another one out of the vaults of the track titles. Here we go.
Rebel DJ Cleve on the beat. OG Stack. Working behind the tree lines, modern day moonshines. Make no mistake, We some noon to noon grinders, find a way, get it done. It's iron at play, hit and run. Body twice, head once. Usually that'll get it done. But if it don't, lay low till the frogs think it's all good. Circle back to his mama house. I think her shit is all wood. And if that's the case, big dog, you already know the play. Send them boys some pictures from the burner and tell them any day they gon' have to show face when these streets are on the front row. We sitting back patiently. I chill and watch the blunts roll. Smoke floating around this bitch like Magoo from the Flintstones. I'm having visions of body casts wrapped up in body bags, thrown in the ditch, been covered up with rat shit. Big ZD crazy as fuck. Yeah, I'm gone bad shit. Once the switch flip, ain't no turning back the time, dog. You done fucked up. This is no longer just rhymes, dog. I want your breath to stop. I want your chest to pop. I want to see your bitch ass niggas running off they block. We taking over now. You'll never get this back. To everybody listening, we is OG Stack.
Yeah, I heard some rah-rah when I stepped out, but now I'm here, dead silent. Who y'all talking about? It must have shook you when I came through. Stood here among you to show you what you can't do. Fact is, I've been doing this longer than you have had the breath of life. So listen close to what I say, cause I won't speak it twice. I hit the block to stack some paper, hit the kitchen, made some paper, hit the club when they stripped down to make some paper. And well aware of what your status like. If you a killer and I'm deaf, then what your status like? ZD call me MZ, make it hard to breathe, knowing when I speak on mics, I snatch the souls of enemy. OG Stack. Look how the game has changed. Everybody's trying to live. So many still in chains. I guess that's the way it is. Life got a way of moving, keeping everybody in step. The minute you start assuming, that's when everything goes left. Raised in the Midwest, grew up in the dirty. Make a flick of my life, it's a 30-30. Do little, cause I used to talk to the birdies. Have them running on the track as if it was a derby. Made it snow in the midst of the summer, stunner. And I got greens in the winter, dinner. When they got a 9 to 5, cause big bro say that's how you keep the game alive. Only deal with fam and it's plain to see. Haters start talking what it mean to me. If you smart, he'll go ahead and leave it be. Let the question be what it's like me to he. Born in the time of the equinox, I'm a paradox. Go ahead and fact check. To the rules I will hold you. But then again, it's the rules that I broke just to mold you. Look how the game has changed. Everybody's trying to live. So many still in chains. I guess that's the way it is. Life got a way of moving, keeping everybody in step. The minute you start assuming, that's when everything goes left.
Everybody wanna be somebody, living fast, moving weight like a dolly. I'm not trying to be the one to catch a body. That's why I stay out the way from everybody. Cause I know some fool is gonna try me. But nowadays nobody be boxing. You can ride or die, the only two options. Niggas pump faking, bitches be flopping. The cops are watching, be careful what you do. The ops are watching, be careful how you move. Mostly everybody got something to prove. Everybody wanna win, not lose. They wanna walk in the next man's shoes, but they don't wanna sing the next man's blues. Everybody's gonna have a bad moment. Lose a family member, have a sad moment.
Look how the game has changed. Everybody's trying to live. So many still in chains. I guess that's the way it is. Life got a way of moving, keeping everybody in step. The minute you start assuming, that's when everything goes left.
That boy DeCane said he gonna use, when I hit you with this bat, your legs won't be leggable. I can't wait to see how you gonna squeeze that into one of these boxing conversations. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go ahead and hit you, DeCane, one more time what I'm like, since you say that's one of your joints. I noticed that you got 3 of them, but I'm gonna go ahead and close this out with I'm Like. And with that, good night.
Let's ride.
down, was stacking that paper. Riding real clean, was stunting on haters. She said come through, I'm like, yeah, later. Y'all know what it is when the players say later. Like, on my grind, got no time for hoe. Like, on my stool, let nothing get close. Like, can't stop fighting till they let go. Like, one door closed, I'll kick for more. I understand. A lot of people out here won't get me. Yet here I be playing on the spot where the whole world can hit me. Please understand. Everything I lay down gon' be tight. I can turn that left into a right, make a dike turn into a competition that pipe. Make a mumble over words I say. Got me stumbling over the words they write. Even though they claim to be using a third eye, soon you'll see they have no sight. Running over these tracks like Saquon Barkley, throwing it deep like Jalen Hurts. They say that the MZ can't touch down, so tell me why they raising their skirt. Like, one door closed, I'll kick for more. Like, on my stool, let nothing get close. Like, can't stop fighting till they let go. Like, on my grind, got no time for hoe. Lights, cameras, action. Making money, got haters reacting. Or you thinking that you got a lick, better think about it before you be in a casket. That could be drastic. Now they be asking, who the hell does it the assassin? It's a lot of crying and screaming and crying, cause killers got blasted. That was their passion. I ain't never been the one to come hate on, even though they was the ones to come hate on. Now they gotta wait around to see what it is that I will be raised. And all of that talking they doing don't move me. Better believe this ain't a movie. Better be hoping your people are praying when I come through, I don't pursue that.
BZD be laying low the apostle. Most niggas up in this bitches imposters. Half of them hoes they ride with gobblers. Dipping my lobsters, exotic sauces. Hollywood bosses, never take losses. 700 horses leaving you nauseous. Hit the gas, ain't no way we gon' pause it. Run it up to them bags is coughing. I'm the one that people came to see. I'm the one that people claim to be. I'm the one that people mainly flee. I'm the one that people aim at G. Most of them niggas is missing, I glisten. All I need is a pot in the kitchen. Front to back, independent suspension. Wrist whipping like a Cummins transmission. Never stopping, that's the only mission. Get it done, ain't no need to be wishing. Step strong, hold your dirt, no flinching. All my killers stop, did it not mention. Say the word, red rubber's the order. Here's the tells you die, flipping the quarter. There it is, nigga, now you a martyr. I guess today was your last tomorrow.
We smooth with that. Niggas get to tripping on the block, we cool with that. If you really got a problem, we can deal with that. But don't be crying to you people when we bring shit back. We smooth with that. Niggas get to tripping on the block, we cool with that. If you really got a problem, we can deal with that. But don't be crying to you people when we bring shit back.
I spit real through the bullshit. Average niggas can't handle that. It's not my fault they fuck niggas. This nigga burning candles black. What the fuck is that? Who these niggas trying to be? Whatever you do, keep them niggas away from me. And I'ma leave it there. Now back to the realest shit. Big E dropping that heat. Where you been with this? The apex predator shit coming together, bro. If you want to step to this shit, reset your schedule. Ain't none of your bets hedgeable. Woo! Ain't none of your words legible. When I catch you with this bat, your legs won't be leggable. You'll be in the wheelchair, moving like vegetables. But not the kind you eat, the kind you get rewarded with for fucking around in the streets. Yeah, bitch, I'm the la-di-da. Step through, black Adidas. It's a shame that he didn't see the lime green dot. Lit his ass like a suite of the finest lot. Caught him slipping at the light about 9 o'clock. Nigga never got a chance to text his moms and pop. I'm almost home.
We smooth with that. Niggas get to tripping on the block, we cool with that. If you really got a problem, we can deal with that. But don't be crying to you people when we bring shit back. We smooth with that. Niggas get to tripping on the block, we cool with that. If you really got a problem, we can deal with that. But don't be crying to your people when we bring shit back. Pressure then or pressure now. Niggas always talking down. Hit him like the Exorcist and spin his head completely round. Talking like some giants, yeah, I guess they think they standing tall. Till I came up in his piece and hit him like some fentanyl. Looking strange when facing truth, cause fantasy is how they live. Drop a lick until they laugh and surely they can't handle it. Put them down, bring them food, teach them what they should do. Before it's all over, watch them turn and straight up hate on you. We smooth with that. Niggas get to tripping on the block, we cool with that. If you really got a problem, we can deal with that. But don't be crying to your people when we bring shit back. We smooth with that. Niggas get to tripping on the block, we cool with that. If you really got a problem, we can deal with that. But don't be crying to your people when we bring shit back.